Please stop dying.
Okay.
Okay.
At least then I'll be muted.
Here we are.
Death, the perennial mute button.
Opening with Abby's cough.
Great.
Now you're internet famous for coughing.
Millions upon millions.
Not
of
for my
listeners.
blocked out laughter.
Literally just a bleep.
Yeah, I know.
You just hear,
Beep.
Oh my god.
It's like, while you make spikes, I just make a block. I blot out the screen.
I would like it if there was planning being
Alas,
done,
we'll
seeing as
blot
how
out the
Jezebel's
screen.
still trapped in a dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes. About that.
You're trapped
And
in the
I
jail.
have reappeared on the ship
It's not a jail.
in time
So-
for...
Close enough.
Quick summary here. We all know Jezebel's situation. Excuse me. She's locked away in some room somewhere in town. More than that, nobody else knows. She doesn't even know where she is. Now, there was some dispute as to where and how Barbara arrived back on the ship and who all is there at the moment. So why don't we quickly resolve that, and then we'll move into the very loud argument that I'm sure is going to ensue.
30-minute timer.
So, I find Barbara in the tavern because I was relieving one of our crewsmen who was filling us in while we were having a group meeting.
Yeah, NPC number 33.
Him.
Him.
And so, she is placing her feet on our tables, which have been so lovingly wiped down
By Jezebel.
by Jezebel.
And she was obsessively cleaning the ship.
And people continue to just sort of go past the deck, and I don't notice them somehow, despite the fact that
Well, I
they're
came
really
aboard.
good.
I came aboard while you guys were under the deck talking.
Right, but I was going to the deck, so somehow we avoided passing each other.
Yes.
She climbed out a window, climbed back.
Sure.
Fate dice.
Yeah, no, this is
Right.
basically magic.
I'm a ninja.
She's probably the closest to a ninja of anyone here. So.
Yes, and like a ninja, she lacks all honor.
Can we start this argument?
Oh god.
Okay. So that's where we are. Let's go ahead and begin the in-character discussion. We will go ahead and impose a 30-minute time limit on
30 minutes.
any full-on argument, at which point I would ask you all to take a little step towards the metagaming end and try to wrap it up.
Why are you here?
Because, one, he sort of guilted me into it after, I don't know, Hogtie was his name? He came up to me randomly and pretty much said that I reminded him of Robert, and that piqued my interest. But since nobody asks ever for Robert, I sort of just pointed him over to our ship. Everybody either asks for Helen, you, or Edward, or Jezebel.
Wow.
They never ask for me either, so...
Okay.
I-
So
that would be the time I'm really concerned though.
come with me, Barb. Helen!
Oh, this is gonna be fun! What do I get to do? Oh my god!
I'll step out of this.
No, please stay.
Can
Please
I get
stay.
popcorn?
No, we don't
Helen.
have time for popcorn. What?
Is everything alright?
No, come here. Get Edward.
What do you mean?
Get Edward.
Alright. Edward, come on.
Oh
Help
god, they're
Helen
bringing
needs
all
us.
of them.
Come on.
Alright.
Where were you?
Edward, upon seeing her, immediately goes you and tries to grab her.
No.
Not hit her, grab
yet.
her.
Oh, I tried to
Yeah.
get her.
Yeah, I'm
we're
not
holding you
done.
back.
Yet. Not yet.
Hold.
Discipline.
Could have
Leave
gotten
her
yourself
alive
killed.
to
You
find
could have
out
gotten
what she's
hurt.
doing.
You could have gotten run over by something, or killed, or maimed,
Well,
or something.
I rolled
Make
a-
an
But
attack
if you
roll
know such
for
a
your
total
grab.
stranger to
Attack
our
roll.
ship.
Oh yeah, there's
Well,
that
Sam
I
too.
rolled a
Everything.
3 for
What's
dodge.
I mean, at least she's
so,
alive, but I mean,
Well,
It's an attack.
you weren't actually tried to hit.
Roll like you were
we were
making
both
a-
restrained. So.
Well,
Physical
no,
attack.
he's actually trying to tackle me. So I rolled a 3 for
What are
dodging.
the stats governing that?
Well, I mean, I think we're also holding him back.
Strength.
Just raw strength.
All right, here. Do
Strength and
we have to roll to see if we hold him back?
Yeah.
I'm holding her
Which I
back.
don't think
Oh,
you
I'm
do.
holding him back.
Yeah.
Give me.
Okay.
I can
Because I
also
don't- I
toss him
don't.
back.
You,
I
think I have a 1
more
in
than
strength.
3 successes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
never mind.
You successfully restrained me.
What?
No,
No, no,
Or I successfully dodge you.
She ducks out of it.
Robot arms.
But how many successes for you for your attack?
We'll just assume you were.
I did successes. So
Anyway. So, how did you guys think this plan was going to go down anyway? I mean,
Hey, don't look at me.
Wait,
Wait, you have to split your dice.
Barbara,
with
you
it
don't-
instead.
What
Well,
do
no.
you mean?
like,
You mean her one die?
I mean, you guys drugged me. How do you think I was going to react?
Well,
I had
mostly
nothing
we
to
thought
do with
you'd be
this.
asleep, so we didn't have to really worry about that, and that was the point.
But God,
I mean,
you guys give me like no respect.
I'm sort
I
of.
mean, this is my,
Yeah.
I made my plan the way it was because it wouldn't have this happen.
Have what happened?
You don't know what transpired.
Yeah.
Oh, that
If
is
you
true.
mention what transpired, then
yeah.
Then we are killing you.
yeah.
Be like, wait a
that
second.
is-
How do you know?
Witchcraft.
Well, like,
You may notice Jezebel is not there,
Yeah.
but that's the
just
extent
like,
of your knowledge.
or, okay,
Even
then.
in her plan, it said that Jezebel would not be in the tavern.
Yeah.
So Jezebel not being there doesn't.
So you don't
mean
know
she-
that it's failed, but you are still
Yeah.
pissed that they drugged you.
Yeah.
I want to put the emphasis on they.
Yeah,
I
I
had
know.
nothing to do with this.
Yeah,
I
we
know.
left you out of it.
Yeah,
I know.
you did.
Yeah. Oh,
Still think it was a dumb idea.
Okay,
Nobody
back
else
in
did.
character.
Back in character.
That wasn't character.
Yeah.
That was a dumb idea.
Yeah, that's why
But-
we didn't consult.
Guys,
Of course. No one ever consults me. Look how it turned out.
My one skill is to sneak around,
this
gather information, get into places that you guys can't.
Okay.
First off, I'm going to tell you that's 3 skills. More importantly, though, you want respect, and then you run off the ship at the first sign of conflict.
This wasn't
Well-
about whose plan we used, and it wasn't about the skill.
Figure it out.
This was about getting the money for Troy and making Jezebel safe. And when you couldn't go along with any other plan other than your own, you proved to be a selfish
keep going a little bit.
child. And at that point, you became more of a liability than an asset, hence the drugging.
Yeah, that's good enough.
I was going to say something, but I completely forgot it.
In character. Ooh, guys, can you give me 5?
Give me a second.
2 minutes for rebuttal.
Yeah,
Recharging
it's
rebuttal?
actually completely
What
gone
were you
from me
doing
now.
out there anyway?
I was just trying to recoup. I mean, the people that I
know.
trusted just drugged me. And how do you think I was going to react? Oh, well, the people on the ship that I'm on just drugged me. Huh, do I stay on the ship? Do I get off the ship? Of course I'm going to get off the
Well, you
ship.
shouldn't have risked your
Why?
life.
Why would you get off the ship? Like, I don't
Because-
understand the logic. Go and start yelling at people. That's what I would do. By the way, if any of you drug me, I'm totally
Something
going to
tells
start
me if
yelling at
anyone
you.
tried to drug you, your army of
Okay.
sentient
But-
robots
what you
would kill
guys-
us all.
They're not
What
Then
you
I
guys
know that you
fail
got
to what you guys fail to see is I grew up where if somebody gets drugged, more or less bad things start to happen.
Is there any place where if someone drugs you that bad stuff doesn't happen?
Exactly.
I don't know, maybe a very
Exactly.
elaborate surprise
That's
party.
why I got off the ship.
A very... Why?
Exactly. That's why I got off the
Depends on the
ship.
drugs.
Because
You may have
what
noticed
other
that we,
bad stuff
put
is?
Devo with you so that you would know that things were, well, as okay as they could be
They were
when going up against what we're
relatively,
going up
yes.
against.
Okay. So let's pass this drugging and get to the point where you're off the ship. Because you're angry. I understand that. But then you sent someone and told us why we're here.
When you
I didn't tell you them why. I just gave them a location of somebody
told-
they asked for.
You told them
someone
where I was.
What?
we were here.
I didn't
Where
say
we were.
I didn't say Helen.
Yeah,
I
but you
didn't
did
say
say me.
I didn't say the
You said
Iron Rose.
Robert.
You said
I
me.
said Robert.
Yeah, what if that had been one of the
Why?
people?
Allow me
Why
to
would
explain
they
this
know
to
you?
you. You left the ship under terrible circumstances and then acted irresponsibly after going outside of our control.
You
somehow think this entitles you to have more respect and control.
You know exactly who I'm thinking of.
Who?
What do you think? What did I do before I was a pirate?
Mercenary work.
Exactly. What do mercenaries do?
Hunt down people.
And exactly. And who do people come from? Other people who like them. So those other people don't exactly like me.
Well, the hogtie fellow, he said
Yeah,
he
that was one of them.
Just
One of
because
them.
he said that?
One of them that likes me.
Lied.
Well,
We're going up against
there is one thing he mentioned that piqued my interest. He said that I reminded him of you.
The
Because you're-
lives.
Because you're
Lives.
both irresponsible?
Yeah, that's-
Possibly. Maybe we smelled alcohol on you. Who knows?
Yeah, it's silly. But anyway, the point still remains. It was incredibly irresponsible.
Well,
Incredibly.
And selfish.
And not to mention the fact that you made literally the entire crew suffer for a couple of people wronging you.
for how long? I mean, you guys barely noticed me in the first place. How long did it take you to notice that I was off the ship?
Oh, we noticed.
About as long as it took the sentries to report that you were gone.
Really now?
Really?
Yeah, really.
With
We
the
were
one
about to
person
resort to
watching over
damn
me,
century.
off the ship, as one could attest.
We were about to resort to some pretty extreme measures to get you back.
I wasn't going to do anything.
You
Really?
sent?
A stranger to the ship. I mean, somebody coming aboard for business is, one matter. That's what we're here for.
But someone coming
in
aboard
theory.
knowing me
And
personally,
actually,
I'm
why
not even
did
gonna
that?
hide it.
Why
I've got some
did
pretty
that guy
dubious
come on the ship?
contacts.
No,
Changing
that's
subject.
not what we're here for right now.
And also, where's Jezebel?
Well, you see, because you weren't...
Oh,
What was that?
Devo, that plan that you told me about,
Devo, be quiet.
it failed, didn't it?
Wait, Devo, you told
Devo?
her about the plan?
What plan?
Devo,
Devo.
You didn't tell her
Do
about
you
the plan.
want
Devo,
children ever?
Don't you dare touch it!
go keep tabs on the bar.
Wait, no, Devo's staying here.
No,
Yeah, he is.
bad.
He might need to be...
Helen.
They both did wrong.
Ah, yes.
Helen and I are stepping to the side of the room.
You told her the
But
plan.
everyone hears you anyway.
Yep.
We all pull out our steam-powered
Wait.
hearing devices.
So if he didn't tell you the plan,
He told me the basic premise of the plan and the reason why
When?
they drugged him. Well, after I sort of stormed off the ship with him, we sat down, had a few,
how about we
like
operate as if
had a few, like, I don't know, like chips and whatever. And we just sort of sat there talking for a bit of what to do now. And it was sort of just go on another ship, act like nothing happened, and keep working.
that's all you did?
Pretty much. And then
Is
we
that-
stopped and grabbed some pie, and it was delicious.
is that all you did, Devo?
We had some fish and chips.
Oh, you poor thing.
No, not now, Cedric.
I enjoyed them. But, yeah,
Sorry.
pretty much.
If there isn't anything else.
Food, sitting.
No, not that, Helen. Get your mind out of the gutter. Don't even. Just.
Fine.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it. You didn't tell any shifty, murderous-looking guy that someone else was on this ship.
No, just a guy with an American accent. Like,
That's an American.
American.
or, like, whatever that
An
other...
anachronism accent.
Yes.
All right. Well, as far as I can see, they both deserted and are guilty of gross negligence. Does anyone have any additional charges or reasons that these
How
two
is
weren't?
leaving a ship and not really doing anything.
Not doing anything.
Leaving the ship is the definition of desertion.
We're docked in port.
Gross
Docked in
negligence.
port.
Gross.
Did your captain
How else do
say
you
that you
desert?
could get-
Desertion is not jumping into the sea. It's leaving at a port.
What's? Oh wait, why would we be jumping into a sea?
Exactly. Now, gross negligence is because you sent the guy there under terrible circumstances.
Well, I didn't know what was going on.
Exactly! All your objections to these charges are, what? All I did is what you're accusing me of. So, does anyone have any reason that this shouldn't be it?
I don't like to murder people.
Oh, we're not going to murder them.
They're not used for murdering.
Do you want me just to leave?
No, that's
No.
No.
that's too much of a liability.
Yes, that is.
But I mean, if your plan failed and Jezebel's somewhere where you guys can't reach her,
Wait, how do you know?
the simple fact that one, she isn't here, and two, Devo told me like the basics of your guys' plan. And
Yeah, but you're making...
well,
I don't know.
I would think that she would be back on ship by now.
Regardless, you two are going in the brig for a moment while we discuss exactly what's going to happen next. And
We're
we're
restraining them as well.
Yeah.
In the brig.
Which is the only thing I regret not involving in our plan to drug you.
Yep.
Loaded
Chains.
bondage.
Chains.
Chains. whatever.
Anyways, we'll also have
Literally.
a bunch of our crewmen there as well.
Yeah.
A bunch? Or just... Well, we probably need one. I mean, she's going to be tied up in it.
However many
Cell.
we need to make sure they don't have a laughably evil escape.
In before,
Evo
laugh-
escape.
Easy.
in before laughably evil escape.
Okay, so we do so. Sorry, Diva.
I'm not.
Good God.
You let her off the ship.
Well,
I give up.
I mean, I have to admit, you did good with the first part.
so
It's
wait.
not the follow through.
So wait.
You can continue to talk, but people are coming for you to put you in irons.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's just more or less, let me get this straight. You can't locate Jezebel.
Too bad.
She has a tracking
You don't
beacon.
know that.
Well,
You don't know any of this.
I'm assuming because she isn't on ship right now.
Which was the plan?
Yeah,
You know, all
no,
of
like
the
you're
plans that
making
we're
a
talking about.
lot of
I know,
unfounded
but
assumptions.
I thought, like, I would have thought that you'd be able to get her back by now. I don't know.
Anyway, regardless, as you're saying this, you're being led away to the brig. So
I still haven't been here.
we're clapping you in irons.
I'm training you.
You
to
can
be
try and dodge, but you'll be starting a fight.
Oh, no,
With
I don't.
it's going to
And
be multiple people. trying to-
Everyone
Yeah.
is.
Everyone is
Pressing it
very
on
good
you.
at
Oh, by the way.
punching.
So,
Especially me. I'm, not good at,
Yeah.
I'm very good at fisticuffs.
Barbara, I'm sorry. You and Devo are locked away.
Pretty good at fisticuffs.
okay, so group meeting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Picking the last.
Punishment.
You're
What's
bound.
Two characters
Well,
are locked
picking
up.
the
3
last.
characters are now locked up, yes.
Yes. But,
Running time.
and unfortunately, the one that we want to get out is the only one we can't release.
Go figure.
Anyway,
Thus is life.
thus is life. So,
What are we doing with her?
I don't know if we can trust them.
We can't.
Yeah, not even just like the fact that they're irresponsible. She was saying things that were a bit too prescient.
Not.
Yes, but
In-
what else are we going to do with them?
What gets me is that this whole mission was to rebuild Troy and to ensure Jezebel's safety in her future. And the only thing she seemed to care about was the fact that we didn't use her plan.
Yeah.
She had no concern for, the safety of her or of the entire crew by leading a stranger onto our ship.
Yeah, but you got to remember she is young. I mean, she is going to make
She's
mistakes.
18.
She's still young.
Yeah,
She's
River,
18.
you
I
have to
came
stop
back.
babying her.
Well,
Uh,
I mean, she doesn't have as much experience in life as us.
That's really because that's not what she keeps saying.
yeah, no, she doesn't get both to say, I'm a child, and then, but I
Okay,
totally
okay.
deserve as much respect and
Okay.
responsibility as everyone else.
But what I'm trying to get at is what are we going to? What do you propose we even do with her? I mean,
That's what
we
the
can't
tables
kick her
open for
off.
options.
I
We
was
can't kick her off the boat. We
She's
can't
still-
keep her in the brig forever.
How about we let her do her
picking
If
plan?
we slip food in, we can.
You probably
We
could.
can't keep her in the brig forever.
As long as we're
How
here,
about we let her do her plan?
I was
What?
thinking of picketing her, but
Can you?
No.
What?
No.
Are you using logic
My
in this
guy.
decision, Cedric?
We need to get rid of her.
Roll for check bluff.
I have another idea also.
Okay.
That's
you're not up for mild torture.
No. Bad.
If you're not up for
I
mild
disagree.
torture, what? Picketing is
No.
completely...
Torture, also bad.
What? It's like whipping.
No. Bad.
All right.
Please
well,
explain.
okay, so picketing is what you do in the Imperial Navy to people who don't follow orders.
What's picketing?
Oh.
I'd rather not have her increase her vendetta against us.
Right, so this is my second plan. We let her go and, first off, do what we tell her to. And secondly, we keep Devo back as insurance.
You seem nice.
Policies.
Yeah.
Devo
and-
has no balls.
Are you aware of that? Or did you make sure of that?
Well,
Yes.
if
Look
it's,
at the man!
if it's not true, we can certainly make it true if she disobeys us
Give
again.
him steam
Oh
balls.
God.
Which is my intention.
Yes, but this is the sort of insurance Devo will be staying back to provide.
Okay, then what is she gonna do? What are we gonna say to her?
Here's my thing.
We're going to say, we've decided that you're out on parole.
my
If you
only.
disobey us again, both you and Devo will be executed.
Well,
Devo first.
Whichever one is closer at hand first. By the way, Devo will be at hand at all times.
So what do we? No. Okay. So we say that. What do we have to do? Just like sweep the floor?
What? No, we're going to have her sneak in. Try and free Jezebel, and if she fails,
But
that's
where
a
is Jezebel?
well, but
No,
what
no.
if she gets caught?
Wait, I thought Hogtie told us, like, the general building area.
He told us the area. We don't know the building.
What if she gets caught though?
And while she's doing that, we talk with Hogtie.
Sure.
What if she gets caught?
She
Why do we
wanted
care?
to take
Her life is
those
literally
risks.
the least valuable
No,
person
no, no,
on
no,
the ship
no, no,
right
because
now.
if she gets caught, then she might be like tortured and give away more information.
Or she might just say hi to a random stranger and give him all the information anyway.
Yeah, if she's going off the ship, then, like, any information we have...
Well, we
she
don't have to
has.
let her off the ship.
That's true.
have
We
Devo.
could just
We
keep
could,
her
yeah, we could let
locked.
Devo go and keep her here.
No.
No.
We're not letting Devo
Why,
go.
why would we
No.
do that?
No balls, Devo.
Devo No Balls, whatever his last name is. That's his pirate name.
But really, the man has no balls.
So
Maybe he could be called, like, Wood Balls, like Peg Leg.
Wood ball.
That just sounds fake.
Sounds like a.
Edward, let me get this straight. We want to let her go, but we keep Devo as insurance, and we set her off into the general vicinity, telling her we do know where Jezebel sort of is.
I thought we knew the actual building. You're right, it doesn't work if you don't know the actual building.
I'm still very against her actually going.
I'm actually inclined to agree with you.
Just because.
To
You have
lock
chains on your hands, so you're going to have
the
to take penalties on this.
yeah, you're clapped in irons.
Well, yeah.
They know your abilities.
You get one die and you get 12 black die. Let's see if you can roll 3 successes.
Well,
I mean, like, imagine like a full body chain
funny
and
chain,
like
yeah.
everything's bound together, sort of.
And there are guards.
Okay.
And there's
there are
guards,
guards.
and you're in a jail
yes.
cell.
Let me worry about that. You guys continue.
Okay,
Very nice.
I think that's the best idea right now.
Okay.
so we could just leave her on ship.
Seems to be working
Yeah.
counter to her point.
Okay. So we leave her on ship for tonight while we go meet up with Hogtie, because I'm still interested to what the Crimson has to say.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Like, I was just thinking if we need her sneaking ability, we can do the whole threaten Devo to get her to cooperate thing.
Do we want to consider splitting up her and Devo?
Yes.
They're in separate cells.
Okay.
If they're not
I
in
say we
separate
bring
cells,
Devo
I
with
turn to
us.
a crewman and say, make sure they're in separate cells.
Bring Devo with
Duct
us.
tape.
And like opposite cells, far
Duct
away
tape
from each
hasn't
other
been
as possible.
invented yet.
Fine. Steam duct tape.
Steamed.
You can just add steam to
Actually,
anything that
you
hasn't
know
been
what?
invented.
You know what? When I tell the guard to make sure they're in separate cells, I hand him 2 little things that, like those 2 little things that fill rooms with smoke as well. So they can't even see it.
Devo! Devo! Everything's pink!
Actually, no, that's a terrible idea. Then they can't be watched. Never mind.
Yeah.
That.
The smoke
Okay.
clears.
And then it's
she's
like,
gone.
wait a minute, and I take them back. Never mind.
You're like, nope. Bad
Here,
idea.
use... Never mind.
So let's
You
keep her
could
under guard,
blindfold
lock
them
guard
like normal
tonight.
people.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to solve everything
No,
with
we only
excessively
blindfolded the
complex
Cave of
steam
Trials.
inventions.
And if they start talking,
What's
if they
that?
start
Always have
talking,
blindfolds
gag
for
them.
Cave of Trials.
What was that? Something about not using overly complex steam machinery? What witchery is this?
Logic.
Okay, so what's the plan?
So,
The plan
as far as I can tell, we're going to go into town. We may or may not bring Devo. I'm personally, actually, I'm not sure.
Let's just put some like 5 crewmen.
I think
Guarding-
don't bring Devo.
Yeah.
Because
Keep them both. I say keep them both.
because
in
if any
break.
information that Devo has about what's going on, he's likely to share with Barb at the first opportunity.
Ah, you're right.
That's true.
So
Okay,
we
so
have
we'll
to
leave them
blindfold
both
Devo,
there,
then
and
we
we'll go
can
meet
raise some
Hogtie.
questions. Just a few.
Yeah,
Yes.
so leave them both.
Make sure we-
they're blindfolded, as far away from each other as
And
possible. If they try to talk to each other, gag them.
And gag. No, just gag them regardless.
Yeah, just gag them.
Alright, gag them regardless. And we'll go meet with Hogtie.
Okay. Sounds good.
Can I slap her now?
No.
No,
No.
you missed your chance before.
Yeah.
Blame him!
You can slap her when she gets out.
Okay.
So, to Hogtie. This name becomes suddenly ironic. To Hogtie.
Hey, Hogtie, can we get you some help with some?
Wait, didn't Hogtie say that we had to wait a bit first?
Oh, all right.
Not to Hogtie.
Yeah, so, by the way, I have a very important matter to discuss with you all. I haven't decided whether I should remove their titles of Minion 3 and 4.
Please do.
Nah, I like it. Keep it.
Can you drop their number?
Impartial.
Yeah, now that you don't have Barbara as your minion.
I don't think Barbara's a minion anymore, at least.
Okay, so, but then the question is, do I just take
She's
them
like a
out of
super
the
minion?
minion hierarchy, or do I, like, drop them to the bottom of it, or how does this work?
Hey, why don't you create a new
Just
hierarchy of the... How about you create a new hierarchy of the bad ones? Like, you use a letter or something.
Sure. Just have to figure out a word that means, like, minion, but, like, bad minion.
It could be like
Steam Dictionary.
minion.
Oh, no, a minion is a good minion.
Anyways, I guess we'll wait until the proper time.
Yes.
Okay. Barbara, are you still going to try to
Yes.
escape your chains?
Yes.
I will kill you.
This is
in
an
this-
extremely difficult task.
I know.
You will get 12
Depending
black
on
die.
the
Oh,
depending on the
God.
situation of this,
Because
I will or
that's
will
what
not
looks
go down
like.
to visit.
All right, so then
That's
now
kind
I
of
want
thing.
to-
So let's see
Possibly
how
up to.
many.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the penalties
And
first.
finish
So
I would
that's
like to
none.
speak with her.
Give it a minute.
None. Let's see.
Yeah, that works. 3, 1, 3, 2.
3. One, two. Oh, darn it. I don't succeed. Darn it! I was almost there!
She's like,
Close.
darn it.
I was close. I was 2 successes all.
Snap it out of socket. That would have been the bad
Pop.
fail.
They just fall onto the ground, and she's like,
Well, I technically
Huh.
got one more black die than I did normal die, but
Yeah, that's a foul failure.
yeah, that is a foul failure.
You become more entangled.
Someone notices you, and
I would think that my
But
lock
with
pick
your
breaks
success.
within the lock itself.
No, the chains turned into a boa constrictor and constrict your body.
No, that would
or
be
the
more,
guards
it's more
notice and they take
extreme.
an extra eye on you.
I would think that
The
having
cell will
having the lock
spontaneously
pick
combust.
actually
Well,
break
let's
inside.
see what the GM actually says. I was just
We
joking.
don't need a million ideas. We
Yeah,
just
I would
need
think
one.
the pick
I like
actually breaking within the lock itself would be bad, because then it's just like, uh-oh.
Okay.
Now I can't even
We'll go with
escape
the-
even
the,
if I
uh,
wanted to.
The pick breaks off and jams the lock.
Yeah.
So we can't release you if you want.
I know, exactly.
break out the steam buzz saw.
Yeah, that's true. I
Yeah.
probably have
It's
some
like-
kind of incredibly deadly steam machine I could use to break it.
At that
It's just a
point,
question of how
Hammer.
much you want
At that
your
point-
hands still attached.
I just go, shit.
No, you go. Huh.
No.
You're gagged.
Your dad.
Well, then I think in my mind,
You
Sure.
didn't say that you were gagging her. I heard
No,
blindfold.
we
No, we're gagging her.
gagged.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
But Robert, you mentioned
Yes.
taking a visit.
Yeah, go visit. Come down. Speak to
Wait,
the.
are we doing Barb visits? 'Cause I'd be wanting one of those too.
Well,
Well,
Okay.
right now it's Robert's turn, okay?
No, I'm fine with that. I'm just saying
I grab the key from the guard person.
they're bars. Just talk to her from the other side of the
I
bars.
gotta take the gag
Let-
off so I can
Oh,
get
true, true,
Yeah,
true.
let him
Shush. I'm talking.
continue.
Open the door, walk in, untie the gag, close the door behind me, put the key in my pocket. So,
Why does Hogtie think, or why do I remind Hogtie of you?
first off, I'm gonna be the one asking questions, not you. I know that up there they were really batting down on you, trying to figure out what's going on. I was thinking maybe if it was just a one-on-one, you might open up a little bit more. This won't go to any of them. In reality, it will.
Oh,
Because
trust me.
They're all listening.
Trust me. I already know it's going to them. The only private,
Well-
I only know the private place on this ship.
Okay, well, in the vicinity of just you and me, is there anything else you can tell me?
No.
You didn't.
I mean, I didn't, like, Hogtie was the only guy that I met, and he was the only one to ask. And he only asked for you. Most people ask for Helen, most people ask for Cedric, most people ask for Jezebel. But, like, very few people know that you're on this ship. So,
Well-
it's only if, like, and just his tone of voice sort of, I don't know, maybe
Conveyed a sense of friendship.
conveyed a sense of thinking that I would be with you, or considering the fact that, well, I don't know, conveyed that I knew you. I mean, I could have easily, like, somebody else could have easily reminded him of you, but somehow it seemed like he already knew me before I knew him.
Well, I mean, I'm not.
There's a game outside and some really obnoxious people outside as well,
Yeah.
and they've mixed together in the same way fire and oil mix together.
Beautifully? No, obnoxious people aren't mixing beautifully.
Anyway.
Abney admires obnoxious people.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sports harder.
I mean, there is a reason behind that, but forgive me if I don't tell you immediately. The point is, what you did was incredibly irresponsible. I'm going to try and make sure that they don't decide to take
Well-
some intense action on you, but you got to promise me that you're not going to take such inconsiderate, ignorant, stupid actions ever again.
I mean, I wasn't being
No,
stupid.
Promise me that you're not going to be stupid.
I wasn't.
Promise me you're not going to be stupid.
I haven't.
You
I'm not stupid. I won't
told
be
someone our location, who we were, in
No.
addition to running away. Nuh-uh.
I
You
never
did that.
said who you guys were.
You said I was freaking Robert.
Yeah, but I didn't say you guys were pirates.
Yes, but he obviously knew my name, so there's some reason why he knows me.
Because you were a mercenary?
Just promise me that you'll think twice before you reveal stuff like that in the future. All right?
Alright.
Can we at least agree on that? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I'm betting someone else will probably be down to see you, so...
Oh, trust me, I can guarantee it.
Yeah, so I won't take any more of your time, but...
Considering two people looked like they were about to hit me or something.
Yeah, I'll try and, make sure that hitting is at a minimum. But, anywho. I'll see you later.
Anyway,
All right, and Robert leads. A few minutes later, who comes in behind him?
I'll take it unless someone else wants it.
All right,
I call
who's next for
last.
one-on-one interrogation?
I'm last.
I'm not doing this.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not sure I even see her.
I just want to slap her.
Biggs is standing at the end of the hall selling tickets.
Put the gag back on.
Yeah, it's like, it's not going to be that interesting, Biggs. I guarantee it's not.
No, for order to go talk to Barbara.
Oh. No, I'm not going to pay you. Anyway.
And you hear him mumbling from down the hall, like along the lines of, "You better give me some of the profit."
Anyway.
It's a joke.
Anyways.
So I'll do the same thing he did in terms of going in there, taking off the gag.
I like how you all replace it after you're done.
Yeah, no, we're going.
That's important.
Yeah.
Just watch out, she bites.
Devo!
Devo would be very aware of her biting
Something tells me
skills.
Devo would not be the bite type.
Yeah. Anyway.
No, Barb would.
I
Devo
just-
just would go for it.
That wasn't a good character, guys. Kidding.
It is now!
I knew you all.
Yeah, I know you too.
What you did was unimaginably stupid. Unimaginably stupid. I don't even care what you wanted. Whatever you wanted, what you did accomplished the exact opposite of it. You gave up the moral high ground because you ran off and put us at risk. You gave up any sense of rage you might have had against her because you did the same. You really think the crew likes the captain going around drugging people? Instead, you went off. What is everyone pointing at?
I don't know.
They're doing sign language.
Anyway. It was just... And if you wanted more responsibility, you were about to become the number 3 minion. You were about to start having a more important role in the ship. You don't know what you wanted, but whatever it is, this has just put a giant roadblock in your way.
Did you ungag her?
Yeah.
Okay. You can respond.
Oh.
What I want is to be, like, for my skills to be utilized.
Do you really think I was going to have you sit there doing nothing?
I know you weren't. The problem is, with their circumstance, like,
Did you know you were part of the new plan? We expected you to wake up and we were going to use you.
Sure. I'm fine with that.
Then why did you run away?
Because, when were you going to use me? At the very,
After the opening stages. In the middle. During the most important part.
well, I didn't know.
Yes!
Plus,
You didn't know and you did something immensely stupid.
no, I didn't. Why do you guys think that instantly?
Because I just went over how running off the ship accomplished nothing. Squandered every bit of moral high ground you had.
You rich people are so arrogant. God, have you ever been on the streets before where, a girl gets drugged, somebody,
You
does
think that doesn't
terrible-
happen in the parlor? Do you think that they just go and run out? No, they go and tell people it happens so someone goes and kicks their ass.
No, what somebody does is they escape to somewhere safe first, then they start talking.
What's safer than surrounded by your friends?
What friends just drug you?
How many people drugged you? How many people drugged you?
Whoever served me the apple juice did.
Who was the person you ran away with?
Jezebel was serving the drinks. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I'm fairly certain Devo handed it to her.
Devo handed it to
Yeah,
And Devo's the one who put it in.
yeah, so...
But Devo has no balls.
Devo hears this in the opposite.
It's like,
He knows it's true. It's more or less.
I had no idea...
Who forced him to do that?
Nobody! If your friend betrays you, then they're... I don't understand how you think about your friends and not. I don't even understand how you think of people as on your side as not. Just kind of shakes his head. Do you have anything else to say?
No.
All right. God. And he just re-gags her. Then a puppy comes by and
Lock up
makes...
and leave.
Yeah, lock up and leave.
You alright, Emily?
Yeah.
And are you interested in doing it pretty pink or no?
Don't touch me. Oh, I love it. No, I've said everything I need to.
Okay.
I
So,
was looking forward to that one.
I think it would have just been her smacking her repeatedly.
Trust me. Barb's first
Well,
instinct would have been, like, roll back, put feet up, block.
No, frankly, I was just gonna go in there and not even, like, ungag her. Just repeat everything I said and leave.
Alright.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
the rest of us are waiting for the hog tie time.
When is the hog tie time?
He said, like, late dark night.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna say midnight.
We're
We can't
outside.
hear you, so, like, just as an OC
Yeah,
thing,
I know.
don't make, like, muffle sounds or
Yes.
whatnot near you.
So, I hope Jezebel's alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
You care so much.
And yet when Barbara runs off, you just want to serve her a cup of tea!
I didn't serve her a cup of tea. I don't know where you keep getting this from.
Not really.
Cup of tea. Anyways, it looks like it's about the right time.
Alright.
Shall we?
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard.
Wait, first,
Hog tie.
What?
I think I'm gonna vomit. I'll be right back.
You're
No,
going?
I have the wait, no, it's nothing. We can go now.
Okay.
Are you alright, Helen?
I feel like
Just,
I'm
you
missing
know-
something.
Just the stress of it all, and then Barb came back, and then apparently my meal was very poorly timed. Let's just continue.
Alright. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard of, what is this town called?
I don't know.
Hangover. No, it's hangover.
We're off to
feel like
see
a
the
hangover.
I
wizard.
couldn't help
I feel
it.
like I see the Wizard of Hangover far too often.
She's not that great.
She. You see her more than anyone.
That's why I know it's a she.
You also said Catherine wasn't that great. Then try something entirely different.
Now I'm just imagining, like, Catherine looking all... We're having this conversation as we walk, by the way. I'm imagining Catherine, like, all dour, but in, like, one of those fairy dresses, but with, like, instead of a wand, it's, like, beer bottles all together.
Oh yeah, out of character. Did we leave her at Hanover? Or is she still with us?
We are in Hanover.
I mean, at Troy.
She
Did we
is still
leave
with
Catherine
us.
at Troy? She's with
Catherine's
us.
with us.
We
Catherine's
just
with
like
you.
we just like
Catherine
left her on the
of
ship
Troy.
the whole time. Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
Helen of Troy. Damn it.
Everyone's of Troy.
Especially Helen.
It sounds so regal after your name, of Troy.
All right. So I just wanted to make sure.
Mayor
That,
of Troy.
yeah, but we've just like left her out of everything.
Yeah.
Yes, we do not want to involve her in anything.
All
You
right.
don't need to tell me that, dear.
Are you ready to begin?
Lovely.
Yep.
Okay. We're going to do something a little bit different. In order to move things along and actually get something done tonight, we're going to abstract the entire heist a little bit, okay? I'm borrowing some rules somewhat from the Leverage RPG here.
Oh, there's a leverage RPG?
There is a Leverage RPG.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
It is awesome. What's that?
Of course there's a literature
Of course there's a Leverage RPG. Yes. So, this phase is going to be info gathering. Alright, this is going to be akin to a D&D 4th edition skills challenge. You will all provide a description of how you're contributing, rolling some dice to see how well you pull it off, and then, based on your result, describing what information or resources you're able to gather from that to forward your endeavor. After that round, we will begin the heist itself. So, for your success in the info gathering / planning stage, you will earn plot points. Okay, these are separate from the fate points. These are used only for this heist scenario. And during the actual heist itself, you can spend a plot point to initiate a flashback.
Of course.
And in the flashback, you describe how you actually had the thing all along that you need to overcome whatever obstacle is ahead of you.
Right, Ocean's 11.
Exactly like Ocean's 11 or
My Wily Charms.
Leverage.
They're always after me.
And I got the entire Imperial Army to come here.
No. Bad.
Pretty sure that's a very bad idea. Also, plot points are not nearly that powerful. A little bit smaller scale, if you please.
A legion.
Yeah. Okay.
A small gathering.
I didn't get the Leviathan. I only got like a piece.
Anyways, so
Otherwise, it's all open to you. How, if you want to decide that you find out how it's structured, where things are, as long as you can provide good reasoning for how you obtain that information, that's fine. Keep in mind you could get it straight from, say, the Crimson's own intelligence, though it is limited, so you can't use that just for everything.
could we at least roleplay the conversation with the Crimsons? If never mind.
We can do more of that later on as well. I want to focus on getting the heist so that we have all our PCs back.
Okay.
At this point.
Yay, PC.
Yeah, we can have like a
At
giant
least
flashback.
so they'll only be imprisoned if we want them to.
That's all on you guys.
Yeah.
Actually, Jezebel's imprisonment is all on you guys also. But
But the point is we can't
Damn
end,
it!
we can't end it at will.
yes. Exactly. So yes, you can get information that way. You can scout out. You can do whatever would make sense, and however your skills might be helpful.
Let's talk with the Crimson first, at least. They know more information here.
And
No, I mean like get their information about where to start looking. So,
right. As I said, feel free to also add to the obstacles and the structure of the hollow ring here. Okay, so if you want to decide, we find out how this is, you decide how that is. Okay, and then you will overcome it later. I will interject as necessary for the few details and characters I already have in place, i.e. Oliver.
They have no guards. For
But otherwise,
They're actually all pacifists.
Anyways, okay, so we meet up with. Can I start off?
all right.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. We meet up with Hogtie, and then we start getting information about them because about where Jezebel might be. We know the location now. He said that he knew that for sure, and let's see. They know. He says that that's probably pretty sure that's the location because there are so many Hollow Ring members walking around shredding their stuff.
Okay.
Swagger. They have a swagger in that area.
The word swagger is inherently funny to me.
They got all the bling.
Yeah, no, it's like
Hashtag swag.
You can tell by their walk. It's a very distinctive walk.
Just like
that they're lonely, man.
Go ahead and make a roll using.
Okay, how about my
Wait, should we all be making
presence
the
with
roll?
leadership?
This is his contribution. He is
Oh, I see.
conversing with Hogtie to
So I know I have 2 presents.
get this.
I know you had the same amount of like leadership as I did,
So
including my presence. So you had
I have 4 in total if I'm including
Yes.
if I'm rolling for leadership.
Yes.
So how about leadership to show that I'm trustworthy enough to basically for them to trust me with this information? Or maybe something else?
Just see what I'd get from it.
Not saying leadership is bad, but they've already expressed interest in providing information, so that's not what you're trying to convince them of.
What is it
You
trying to
could
do?
do.
Like, what would be the skill
Streetwise.
challenge?
You
Well,
could do.
you can abstract it
dance.
in a way.
Dance.
Oh wait, is
Not-
this just any
Do
configuration
everything
you
in
want
the
to do?
charm.
dance.
Right. So this is not necessarily how you get the information from the Crimson, but how
So
does that? How good is that information?
How's that?
How does your
leadership
skill apply to that?
Okay, so sort of that goes on along with like the tactical stuff of like
Sure.
basically what would be the best way to attack this building. Given because I now know what the people do, so I can then observe sort of their patrol routes.
Okay, so you're going to use your tactics to analyze their patrol routes in order to determine the exact location of
Yeah.
Jezebel.
That would
This is
be
a
wits.
studied skill, isn't it?
Wits.
And
Yes, it is.
Studied.
I'm sure you have it.
I do have tactics.
Rubera has that.
Dance.
Tactics.
I don't remember if I have
Tactics.
1 or 4.
I
That's the
have
issue.
shit tons of tactics.
Yeah, sorry.
That's a good interrogation.
Because I know I have 1 wits. And I don't. But the problem is I don't remember if I have 1 or 4 in tactics. Or 3. Pretty sure I don't have 2.
I can bring up your old character.
I haven't put
sheet,
any
but
points
you
into tactics.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So why are you using a blue dye? If anybody sees it, oh sure. Lemon.
Those people.
That's where all the sour dust type.
Strange kind of girl.
What's your point?
I used to know a girl who would, she would get, cake with icing, and then she would, take the icing off and just eat the cake.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
it's
it's
kind of
like
like
an
it's horrible. Like some icing just doesn't taste right.
Yeah.
But all icing.
I generally dislike
all
icing.
icing.
I know some people that
Only
do that
very
too.
few icings I will eat.
Yeah,
I know
I made
another girl-
buttercream icing from scratch. That shit's
Cedric, you have 4 ranks in tactics.
Okay, so I'm rolling 5 dice.
damn
Wait, he doesn't
son.
have his character sheet.
It's about the same as me.
Fair enough.
So I'm taking the automatic 1,
Granted, I'm wittier.
and I get 2
Two
sixes.
successes.
I get another 6.
So 4.
I get
5.
another 6. That's a 4. 5 successes.
5 successes. Oh my.
So very
Yes,
good
you
intel.
can trade in 3 dice for 1
Yeah.
success.
That's sort of what I should have done for picking one.
So yes, I'm very tactical, and I
Probably not with 12 black die. I don't think
Well,
that
I
would have
only
been
got
enough.
3
Yeah.
negatives.
Okay, so you
Statistically, that's still better than average.
Yeah.
Should have gotten 4.
okay. So I really observe all of their patrol routes. I notice sort of the pattern of groups that they're in, sort of in 2 and 3s, and also they have a sort of a set time, and so there's a nice 10-minute window when there's no one right in front of a certain. No, I notice that they all come out of a certain building.
okay. 10 minutes seems a little long.
Okay, 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay.
5 minutes. But
Right here,
they-
7.5. 7.5. 8 minutes. Going.
and I notice they're all coming out. So this sort of one of these 2 buildings, and there's a 5-minute window when no one comes out from either building.
Sounds good. All right. 1 point.
They are.
All right. Let's go around the table.
Okay.
Helen is next.
I'm thinking. I'm tempted. I don't know if this would work. So, give me feedback something. But the first thing that comes to mind is going around the general area where the building, where the building that Jezebel's in is, and using my new techniques that were taught to me by Jezebel and Catherine to just sort of walk around and see if I am sort of like gently dissuaded from going in any certain direction. Basically trying to, just like wandering around the general area, seeing if people try to direct me away from certain buildings.
I understand that, but what does the seductive walk have to do with it?
I don't know.
They're
I need
after
to
sex
I need to
women.
practice it.
because
What doesn't the seductive walk have to
I'm
do
gonna
with
say
it?
it's
You
not
can get a
gonna.
lot closer.
It's not gonna hurt. It's just
Yeah, it's certainly only going to make it better.
I need to practice it. I want to make Jezebel proud.
You're going to like break her out, and she's like, wait, before we escape, watch this.
That's after we escape and when we're back on the ship.
Seductively walk out the escape route.
Seductively shoot them in the face.
He's learning.
That's Jezebel's specialty.
Just gonna glide out the building.
All right.
And close behind
So
them.
what do I roll for this?
For seductive walk? Isn't that charm?
It's presence.
Which
I
is
don't-
presence?
Okay,
Seduction or something is a
Yeah,
I
skill.
don't have that.
Yeah, there's some
Not
sort of-
Probably presence.
points, bro.
I like how you're good at cracking with
disciple.
Embroidery specifically.
Yeah, seduction's a...
I don't have charm either.
You know, for a very...
I think
So it'd be just
I don't
that's
have
keyed
any-
on presence, right?
Yeah.
Sky
so.
Lord.
Just roll
Because
plain
that's why I was
presence.
So it's just gonna be presence. I will give you 2 extra dice for awesome.
Alright, so I'm definitely turning these in for
Because
one
no
automatic
GM will ever
success.
turn down the sexy walk.
It's true.
What kind of a
Okay,
person?
I have exactly one success.
1 success. Okay.
I turned 3 in. I had to.
You have very little faith in your sexy walk.
No,
I
I
think she
have
has
faith
very
in
little
my...
faith in her die rolling
Yeah.
abilities.
I have
Alright.
faith in my sexy walk. I have no faith in my dice.
All right. So you pull it off, but just barely. Describe how that goes.
So I pull off the walking just fine. I don't face plant or anything. Well, okay, well,
You could always larp
so I'm walking around, attracting, a little bit of attention, but there's no one that's really trying to keep me out of certain places, and so I do sort of fake like I'm about to trip. Somebody comes out and helps me. I say, I try to feed him a line about that I'm, tired, and maybe if I could just like go rest in that building for a while and take my shoes off. And he tells me that he probably doesn't think it's such a good idea and I should probably get back to the festival. So, I don't get a lot of reaction, but would it be fair to say I narrow it down to like 2 buildings perhaps?
Cedric's already narrowed it down pretty well. So I think between the two of you, you've got it down
Okay.
To the building.
To the building.
to the building.
So, in this roundabout thingy, is this just the planning phase, or are we going through the entire thing in one?
This is just the planning phase. Info gathering,
Oh, okay. haven't-
planning, resource gathering,
I have an idea.
and
I'm
Good
thinking,
idea.
I
since what I bring.
forgot to mention earlier, instant awesome bonus die for incorporating the actual pie festival.
We keep forgetting that's happening.
Yeah, I mean, I
wanna see
included
the
like in
reaction
my
time.
explanation of what I was
No.
doing while I was away
I
from
have
you
an
guys
idea.
as
I'm thinking
we ate fish and chips,
we can
and then we
gauge
sort of
the
grabbed some pie.
general
It was delicious.
preparedness in terms of combat of the people. Because the only thing I really bring to the table, apart from dashing good looks and gunnery,
And
So
hats.
the only thing you bring to the table is what?
is sword fighting. So what I'm thinking is I could distract one of the groups away and then get a little bit of a fight.
Okay,
Wouldn't you want to get into a lot of a bit of a fight?
See
I think he's more
see
trying
what
to
will happen.
Test
gauge
them
your
out.
skill.
Test them out.
Oh, I see.
Should we be ready to help you out, or
Yes. In case they turn out to be really skilled.
sniper help or sword help?
Yes.
Or walking help. No, I'm just kidding.
You know what we should do? Instead of having you go and sword fight, here's my pie thrower machine. Go hit people standing around that building.
You can do that. I'm
Well, no,
gonna sword
see,
fight.
I'm going to be doing something else, but then you can like defend yourself if they come and attack you.
Okay.
Oh, I can use the pie throwing machine to
Initiate combat.
and lure them into the fight.
Yeah, and then
Yes.
if like they get all angry, you can just be like, "What? It's a carnival joke." And then if they attack you, they won't be like aha, it's some guy testing us. They'll be like, aha, it's some asshole.
Okay. I will be that
Should we
asshole.
splash some alcohol on you for the smell?
If
That
you
might
haven't
be
noticed,
true.
I have now developed two
No, I'm not
social
gonna.
uses
All
for a
right,
tie
no, close your mouth,
machine.
River.
I think
One
the
in your
bottle-
nose.
Yeah. He splashes a little alcohol so he smells drunk. No,
There you go. I need that for courage. All right.
Since when is courage your issue?
Shush. I grab the pie robot or whatever,
It's a pie throwing machine.
Pie throwing machine.
put it down.
And fire.
By the way, it continuously fires.
Start.
As long as it has pies.
Yeah, no.
It's a
I
belt,
loaded
it's
up
belt
with
fed.
I loaded up with a significant amount of pies.
50 pies.
You see,
All
the
the
supply
pies.
is really up at the festival. Demand,
Oh, yes.
not so much. So
I don't know.
They're on the
Oh,
cheap.
I,
for pies
I think
always
demand is up
I
there.
always want pie.
still,
Alright,
we'll find
so
some cheap cream pies. So
you provoke the snot out of it. Oh, I'm sorry, the filling.
all right, I make a funny face at them and then I run away. Well,
Okay.
sort of hobble run away like I'm drunk because I'm totally not drunk.
I think he's going to check their reaction times, like see how many people come after him, what they do, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Make a roll.
What do I roll?
Don't forget you get the extra incorporating the pie festival.
You roll
bonus.
run.
I roll one. Would that be a athletics?
No, there's a movement.
There's athletics, I think, is the rule. So fast as you get away.
Yeah.
Well, but I'm not trying exactly
Yeah,
to get
shouldn't
away.
it be
He's
some
trying
kind
to
of
lure.
fire?
I'm trying to lure
Oh.
so that I can use my wicked awesome sword play.
They are coming after
ability.
you.
Okay.
Dodge your sword.
You've got yes. If you
So I go.
engage them in combat, roll your sword skill
I
to
have
see
my
how the
hand.
fight goes.
Yeah. I have my hand on my sword. I'm like, funny, right?
I assume I can't give sniper
Wait,
support.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then do I
Don't
get
worry,
2 for
he has
pies?
the- yeah, it's the
Yes.
Should I just go straight for it? I've got
I mean,
9 die.
He has no- yeah.
go for it.
I would have just go.
Watch, they'll all be
Wait, wait, wait.
fours.
Don't you
Wait,
say that.
make
Roll
2.
Roll 6, make 1 automatic. Sorry.
Yeah. Make at least 1 automatic.
1 automatic.
One auto. Okay.
It's still a miss.
That's a 6?
6. That's 1. So 3.
3 successes.
So that's if you turn them on.
Wouldn't it be?
So I'm like, ha, that's a joke, right? Right?
They're not buying it.
They're buying it. So I'm like, well,
Really? Shame.
what kind of a... I don't have like metal utensils. I can't go...
I'm commenting on how slowly you seem to be drawing your sword.
They are
Like-
running after you. You just yeah, whatever.
Huh?
All right. So
When do I
They
support?
go
Give
for
him
me.
support.
Am I telling the story?
this is your narrative.
Oh, okay,
yes.
okay.
Yes.
There
3
are
successes.
3 of them. 2 of them with, standard swords. Like the
Sabers.
not like sabers or like cutlasses, but like the
Just
yeah,
like a longsword.
like a
Or
rapier.
Okay.
like something you would expect out of not a pirate, but like a land person,
Land blubber.
landlubber. The third one, who looks a little bit older than the others, like more elderly, like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We
You know what older means.
Yeah. Kind of stands back and watches. The 2 come charging at me, and I smack the sword away and hit him in the face, in the nose with with the hilt of my sword. And then, while the other one's swinging, I duck under and elbow him in the chin.
Okay.
Non-lethal. I don't want to kill him. Piss him
Yet.
off. Yet. They both stumble to the ground, dropping their swords, one clutching their nose, the other one clutching his clearly fractured jaw.
Okay.
My awesome sword pick.
And the third guy?
The third guy kind of looks a bit stunned, and then he pulls out his sword and starts to approach me cautiously. Of course, I'm careful. We sword fight for a while.
Okay. Bit back and forth.
Obviously, he's about my skill, roughly.
Okay.
You're watching.
Eventually, I just kind of make like sort of a hand, like a non-obvious hand movement, like do something. Let's see, which one of you wants to kick the dude?
Kick the dude?
Yeah.
Like run out and kick him?
Helen
Kick him!
saunters out.
No, I run. Forget the saunter. I run out there and kick him.
I'm telling this story.
Damn.
You saunt out, tap him on the shoulder, and when he turns around, you just
Punch.
Roundhouse kick him.
kick him straight in the face,
All right, I
knock
like
him
this.
clean out.
No, I like how you tell this story.
Okay. Excellent job.
I didn't have to shoot.
She's just like,
You've got a
You just shoot for that
pretty
one.
good idea of the range of their fighting abilities now.
yes.
There you are.
Did they call for help?
What's that?
Did they call for help?
I assume not.
Edward.
I will be building every kind of insane device I can think of that may come in handy, and several that I probably just think are insane enough that I think they're worth having.
So doing what you normally do?
Yes, but with slightly more direction.
And
you
pie.
Be a little more specific.
I can be when I'm having a flashback during the raid.
Ah, okay. Clever.
These different flashbacks.
I'll also be using my assistants to help me if that gets me anything. And I'll make it be pie themed, just to
Pie themed. All right.
Sneak it off the ship.
I'm interested to see how you bring this up later. So
It's a pie bomb.
It explodes in their stomachs.
2 extra dice for you.
With steam.
I'm just imagining that SpongeBob episode where the pies are bombs.
yeah.
chocolate. So this will be an engineering test.
I'm getting the music ready for if I'm used. Guess what I'm about to play.
Mission Impossible.
Yes.
There are only so many things you can choose. There's only so many like Ocean's 11 style movies.
Oh.
Oh yeah, do I get any bonus for using my assistants or no?
I'll give you 2 dice for the assistance and pie combined.
Okay. 5 successes.
5 successes. Oh my. You've got quite the assortment of gizmos at the ready. You want to describe that any further?
Like what the gizmos are.
Or what you accomplish, how it turns out?
So, I mean, like, how I would normally describe this if I was, like, writing a novel or something, I would just have one of those scenes where there's a crewman outside the door, and then there's just all these weird noises coming from inside, and mad cackling, and, like... Yeah, no, like...
So-
Dun, 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 squawk!
There is a change.
Oh!
So essentially a day in the engine room? A normal day in the engine room?
Yeah, pretty... Well, actually,
just
I'm in
like,
my
oh.
workshop, but whatever.
A normal day in the workshop.
Edward's up to work.
Yep.
Slightly more.
Kicking your
And there's just a random scream, and then hissing.
Just like the building of the Trojan rabbit.
back!
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I
That
almost want to pull it
sounds
up.
pretty awesome to me.
A bit too distracting. Because it's too awesome.
Thank you.
There you are. Under your mouse.
Ah. Oh.
Fancy.
I could have missed
Okay.
that. Could have been even more successes. No. It was just a 3.
Jezebel, I already know your contribution to the mission. That
Yeah.
will come in
Do I get a shiny for
a
that?
good time. What's it?
Do I get a shiny for that?
You know what?
Give her a shiny.
Why not?
Yes! Jezebel has shiny!
You have that now.
Jezebel has a coin, guys!
So,
I will
That
make-
she'll make $1 million.
She's like, ha ha ha!
I think there's been sufficient time to have passed that at the point of your choosing, it can happen.
Oh,
And you know what I'm referring to.
okay.
Okay?
Okay.
is it-
So it's up to you.
We get in the jail cell.
Okay.
We're just like,
we come You know, this is going to be. Have any of you watched Avatar, the Day of the Black Sun, where Zuko goes to bust out Iroh, and then
And he's
just-
already gone.
Yeah, just like. Except for since we curse, we'll just be like motherfucker.
Does this count as that though? Or is this different?
Dude, Red
Count as what?
Does this count as the thing?
I kind of want to watch more.
This is a different thing, right?
I need to finish.
This is for something else. This is not for the
I
thing.
don't know. I don't
I
know
need
which
to
other.
Cora.
This is for what we set up earlier.
This course.
Yes.
I know, like,
Let's hope we get different
Yeah.
things.
So-
Okay.
I know when the guys are listening. So anyways, focusing on this.
internet.
I am currently just sitting in my cell because I haven't been informed of any
You're
of
just like-
this yet. I'm just sort of just like passing the time. I'm just sort of trying to fix my
You know
my
what? Edward's in a good
lockpick.
mood afterwards, so he goes forward and he like puts a little game that she can play with her knees. A Steam game.
Robot checkers.
Yeah, something like that.
I slip in a cup of chai tea.
How's she gonna drink it?
I'm kidding.
You're
Oh
evil.
yeah, I also give Devo one.
Are they?
Something to distract them, basically.
I lost
Okay.
another die.
Stop firing your dice at me.
I know. I'm sorry.
Uh,
But
okay. Yes.
I'm sort of just waiting. There's your hat.
I have to say that's pretty impressive. It actually works that way.
That's not a hat. That's a rose, like you're a lady or
No,
something.
put it
Rose got any other name would be.
Actually, I guess it's a violet.
Well, if you guys are going to be serious,
but it's more or less I can't really do anything
okay. So
at
Barb,
the moment.
You can
so
make another attempt at escaping.
No, I can't.
Oh wait, yeah, you broke the.
She's jammed the lock.
You broke your only chance of escape. Congratulations.
Damn critical
Alright.
fail.
if there's nowhere else for it to go right now because they've all done their thing,
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
I don't
so.
know.
We've
I
all
mean, do I
contributed-
get a sparkly?
No,
No sparkly.
you didn't do anything.
This is my
I didn't do
sparkly.
anything because I can't do anything.
You're lame. You get nothing.
Yes, and you have your fellow party members to blame for that.
You get
Yeah.
nothing.
I mean, it's in character, so.
Good
All right.
day, sir.
Can I try to,
I wonder how
Like-
funny I look.
I don't know, fix my pick
No, I can see
my
myself.
like
You could if you had tools.
I have repair.
No, tools.
They took two of your tools.
I look silly.
I too have repair, but I mean, I can't use my finger as a wrench.
Like I mean,
You are welcome to try. We're going to stick with the extremely difficult 12 black die penalty to first repair
or at least.
the manacles to get them into a state where they could be picked again.
Good luck.
All right, so shoot. So there's one black die, two black die, 3, 4 black die,
Yeah. Nah.
5, 6 black die.
Wow, statistically speaking, you just got pooped
I
on.
know.
Statistical poop.
This is the worst kind,
Can I use
man.
fate die to improve my chances of at least repairing it?
Yes, you can. Fate die can definitely be used to directly affect a roll.
I would roll to see what you have.
I don't know. Can you do it before? Or after, rather?
I think so, but I think it's a higher cost.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking before.
To say
Right,
it's a
check
big
here.
advantage to be able to do it after.
Well, yeah, I'm just
I think it's
saying.
4 levels.
All
of
right.
advantage.
Fate points can be added to a
There's
die roll
there's
to give
mage
one
that,
automatic
extra
success.
Die, and I think the thing that allows you to do it. Oh, sorry.
Fate die can be fate points, a single point at a time, can be added to a die roll to give one automatic success. These successes can be cancelled by black die like any other, and only a maximum of 3 points can be spent on a single roll.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll one die at a time.
Why?
Just,
Because it's more suspenseful that way.
How's...
oh god.
Only for her.
Okay. I got one success so far. 2 successes. Okay, so to make, like, how many points is it per change in die?
One fate point will give you 1 automatic success, but you can only spend a maximum
How many
of
black
3.
die did you
Okay, so
Actually,
I
already
am
has 4
going
black
to.
She got 6 black
Black die.
die.
Yeah, I'm
on
going
there.
to make my black die penalty less than it would be
But-
with only like 3 successes.
It's not
or
going to
2
matter.
successes.
It's still
oh,
a
okay.
foul failure.
It's still a foul.
I know,
failure.
but it'd be less of a foul failure.
It's still. a
It
failure.
doesn't matter.
I don't think you can
Okay.
screw up the manacles any more than they
Well,
are now.
no.
She accidentally set the manacles on fire. Congratulations, it's a feat.
We're not sure how it
Have
happened.
you ever seen that picture of Homer Simpson pouring milk and cereal into a bowl and then just sets on fire?
Yeah.
It says failure. For some things, there are no excuses.
Yeah.
That's what pretty much my manacles are. Is it possible for me to break them so bad that they just fall apart?
That would be a
No.
success.
That's what you want to have.
That's what I want to happen. Instead, I just made
So-
them tighter.
I'm gonna say you somehow injure yourself as well in the process.
Okay.
So
Yeah, cuff
take
burn.
2 damage.
2 damage? My god, that's like...
You managed to mangle your wrists.
Now I've got 4 HP. Great.
You lopped off an arm. Crap.
Did they call me to try and minister to her?
You're not on the ship.
You're not on the
Yeah,
ship,
yeah,
and plus...
I'm in my workshop.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That depends on how she reacts. Like,
That's true.
nobody... The
I'm
guard
just
standing
pretty
by
much
would
just like-
necessarily know.
You
just look at you and go,
I'm just like, sad face.
You can't make a sad face. You're blind and gagged. Your face is mostly cloth.
Well, you just see like a little emoticon bubble just pop up with a sad face.
it kind of looks like I just have a
Then they burn you for being a witch.
Or I just make a frowny face with
Magic.
the robotic checkers board you gave me.
Sure.
It's a beautiful picture.
Alright.
Can I get a shiny?
Why?
Nope.
No,
You failed miserably.
No,
You're
it's...
useless.
You have no means of contributing to the outcome here.
I'm trying.
I know you are. And it's an admirable effort. But unless somebody else intervenes in some way.
Actually, I will be.
Oh yes? What does Edward decide to do?
He's going to go down again.
Alright.
At this point, I will say this ends the info gathering preparation
Table
stage.
flip!
It's going
Please don't table flip.
So yes, you have some intervening time before executing any plans. Extra plan. So yes,
Extra perfect.
lovely.
No!
Anyway.
Not Zachary and George!
If only you can get this.
You're right, men.
Yeah, that one doesn't have a name.
All right. Please,
Travis.
enough with the balloons.
That's Travis.
Edward, you were visiting Barbara
Yes.
again.
Yes. This time I will both take off the gag and the blindfold.
Wait, how do you even manage to screw up your cuffs enough blindfolded? You're just like, I think that's the hole.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway, so I'm just going to stare at you at first.
I stare back.
Just,
Is there a roll for staring contests?
Not quite static either.
Anyway.
Roll resolve to see who blinks first.
This is the first time I think I've ever seen role playing of a staring
Damn it, I
contest.
blink.
What did you get?
Well,
I got a 3.
unless he fails. Then
Unless
you
he
guys
got
roll
lower
again.
than me.
No.
It's 2 6s. 3 successes.
He doesn't blink.
You're just like, "Ugh."
No, I'm just like,
Damn it.
damn it, I blinked.
So you have no idea what's going on, do you?
I assume it's some sort of rescue mission to save Jezebel.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. What do you think of that?
I mean, I would have done the same. Or I would do the same, actually. If it weren't for... Hold up these that are now bleeding.
Just get
They managed to get those from your back to your front is astounding.
Actually, as long as they're not like connected to the wall for any reason, that's
You
not
can
hard
slide
to
it.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
'Cause
they're.
if you're an agile person,
I guess.
Which I
that's,
am.
that's true.
Just like,
I can do it. 38 is starting to be a little harder.
No. I'm thinking about keeping you locked up in here and about what you said. And you know, you're right. You're very good at sneaking around. The problem is that you're an idiot, as we've established. So, you agree to not disobey us and not go against what we say. I'll try and get you out of here.
As long as you guys don't drug me again.
I never wanted to drug you for any reason.
I know.
Byline.
That's also true for me, though. See,
Well, as long as they don't try to drug me again, I'm all for that, honestly.
okay, so I'll try and get them to promise, and if they break it, I will give you whatever they had. You can drug them in turn. You're probably better at getting it into their drinks anyway.
Yeah.
Deal?
Plus, with the amount of alcohol that they drink, they probably wouldn't notice.
Yeah. Okay, so deal?
Deal.
Alright, I shake your hands, but they appear to be covered in blood.
I'm just like, no.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit of
Also, could you, instead of putting the blindfold on me, could you actually use it as, like, I don't know, something to stop the bleeding?
You mean the bandage.
Yes.
You know what? I do like basic first aid. Or whatever you call that.
Yeah.
No, I know the skill. I just mean like whatever basic first aid is in like the 19th century.
Basic
Ye
first aid.
olde basic-y first aid.
Ye olde basic-y first. Really?
First ada.
80.
Okay.
You know what?
So
Since
do
it's
I
a pie
get-
festival, do I get a bonus for
my
using
wax.
pies?
In the first aid?
You just like wipe whipped cream all over my wounds and say,
Yeah, just like
Some cherry
I
on top.
do it. I bandage her, and then it's like I draw a little pie on the bandage.
I go,
Oh.
No, I'm sorry. No bonus for pies on medicine.
Darn. If you were scared, me pie would have worked.
Three
Blind pie.
successes.
What's that?
3 successes.
3 successes?
do I heal my 2 wounds?
I believe so.
Yes. Thank you.
Mm.
Over a course of 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's time now, right?
I've
I
got
don't know. It
time.
depends on what you're doing with her.
Depends.
What do you think I'm going to do? Just like
I don't know. What are you doing?
I'm going to talk to everyone else,
Okay.
like I just said I was going to do. Everybody's not lying right now.
You turning it in? All right.
Do the thing.
I'm doing the thing.
Do the windy
Julie,
thing.
do the thing.
The thing.
Give it a minute.
Okay.
Okay. Conversation time.
All right.
Do the thing.
Yes.
So, guys, you know how I have crazy ideas?
Oh god. Oh god.
No, I tend to like your crazy ideas.
Well, I have one that you
Means
like
when
and one that you won't like.
Pirate princess.
how about the one you don't like first? Or that we won't like first?
Yeah,
That
that's
would be
what I
something
was
to cheer ourselves
thinking.
up with.
Okay.
So, the one you don't like, I think we should bring Barb along.
Hell no.
No.
Are you okay?
Absolutely not.
Right?
Why
No,
not?
explain yourself. I know you must have a reason.
Because we're infiltrating an enemy facility, and she is actually our best infiltrator, and more importantly than that, she needs a reason to redeem herself.
And then what do we do in the meantime? Just sit back and watch?
We're bringing her with us.
Except,
She's going to be with us. Physically, we will be present.
And we keep
except
Devo
then
in the.
she
Yes.
gets caught,
Okay.
maybe, and then she's not exactly the greatest fighter.
We don't.
But
yeah.
I am, but
I'm coming, and I'm a
but she
terrible
isn't.
fighter.
Fair, he has a point.
yeah, but
But you have machines.
but you have your Steam stuff.
Yeah, and she has her sneaking ability. Like, what if we come into a door and I can't disassemble the lock?
Sure it's in your best interest.
Look, if
Not
nothing
bring that
else,
up
it'll
ever
show her.
Feel
If nothing else, she'll be useless, and it'll give her a chance to obey our every whim.
Which, she should have been doing since I am.
Yeah, no, she
Captain.
agreed to obey our every whim, which is good progress for her.
You're responsible for this.
Fine. But in exchange for the responsibility, if she does betray us, I personally get to shoot Devo.
What?
I call dibs on Barb.
Okay.
What?
No, we agreed together. We agreed.
You can make it a couple's activity.
Oh, it is. I told you. This is what love looks like. We smite our enemies together, and
Oh
we
my
finish
God.
our evil sentences for each other.
It's great.
Oh God.
It is.
My other idea
I'm
was-
dead. I'm dead.
My other idea
That.
is totally impractical, but I made this, and I hold up a design of a giant steam-powered battle suit designed to look like an infantryman from the Empire.
This was the good idea?
Yes.
How could it not be the good idea?
Anyway, we don't have enough
Imperial.
materials to make it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's the point? Freak him out.
You
Is
said
it-
you needed materials?
Does it
Yeah.
come with a Gundam?
How many
Setting.
materials do you need?
And what
More
kind?
than we have on metal, armor, more gizmos than I have, more gears. Anyway, it's not terribly practical, but I think if we could make one and march it towards the enemy, they might just all run away.
Where are you all right now?
One single.
We're on the ship.
I'm in the
Where on
bridge.
It's not an infantryman, it's a giant machine. It's like
we are in.
the size of a building.
We're in like my
How are you
office,
playing-
sort of.
Do you have a
How
window?
you plan to hide the
Yeah, I have a
construction of
window.
this?
I have a big window.
Inside of a building.
Okay.
Where are we gonna get that building?
Edward,
Out there, yeah.
do you remember that smoke signaling device you gave to Jezebel?
Yes.
When activated, what does that look like?
Smoke.
Wasn't it? Yeah, I
was
believe you said
green.
rainbow-colored smoke.
Oh yeah, hers was rainbow.
Hers was rainbow. Okay, so it's a rainbow-colored smoke.
Rainbow colored smoke.
So I go, there are buildings out there, and I point to a building, and I'm like,
You see
there's
rainbow colored
Yeah,
smoke.
there's rainbow colors.
Oh god!
Wait,
Go!
there's
Go!
what?
Go! Go! Go!
Everyone
Go!
move out!
Go!
You know?
We are so on the move right now.
So I go down to Barb and just quickly say, so you're coming with us. I'm responsible. If you don't, hold up your end of the bargain, I have to shoot Devo.
And we shoot you.
Yeah, and the pretty pink pirate princess and her pretty pink pirate boy toy are going to shoot you.
It's not so funny anymore.
Fired.
Did you at least tell them no longer to drug me?
Yes.
It's not so funny anymore, is it?
They said that they wouldn't, but they did that thing where they intone their
And I
voices
got
sarcastically.
Oh, so you never told them.
What?
And I just keep running along.
Oh, I just told you. They gave me a sarcastic response. But the fact they agreed at all is pretty remarkable. Anyway, so you are back to being minion number 3.
Alrighty.
Okay, we've got one PC back in the group. Now, who wants to begin the description of the heist?
Apparently
Oh,
we're running off the
first
ship.
we need music.
You could roll a die.
No, there's no Mission Impossible for this. This is not Mission Impossible music.
So
Also, do we
what we're
say
doing
first
right
the
now
actual
is we all run off the
Rainbow
ship,
smoke.
and then I'm like, Edward's like, wait.
What?
You shouldn't just be running towards them. What are we actually doing?
Okay, wait. Everyone has weapons, right? I mean, what more do we need to worry about?
I'm surprised you guys didn't take my weapons off me. And I
Well,
hold
you
up
need
my.
the weapons for the thing, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, I'm surprised you didn't take them off me when you put me in prison.
Well, we did. We gave them back.
Yeah,
Sure.
sure.
Sniper support on my end.
I mean, if we really want, we could totally just take one of the machine guns we have on board and just, lock down the entire alley. I'm sorry, steam machine guns.
Actually, yeah, no. I like that idea.
They do totally have them.
Yeah, they do.
That's totally not conspicuous at all.
Are we trying to
The
be
smoke?
conspicuous?
Smoke.
The smoke?
Rainbow colored
Oh, I guess that is true.
So do we want to
Something
get
tells me-
Cedric Reed.
do we want to get an officer to do it, or should we get some random crewmen?
This is gonna be
Set them up at the end of the alley and
sit
say
to
shoot
this.
anything that moves.
Crewman.
Okay. So I go back and I say, hey, I need a
No.
fire team.
No.
No.
Wrong music.
We need
Is
a-
this
Something tells
better?
me that's what it's gonna.
All right, so I'm going to assemble a squad, or Cedric, if it's a leadership test. We'll assemble a squad of, let's go with 2 guys to man the machine gun, 4 rifles, 2 people to be there with swords in case someone tries to charge them.
On
Haha.
defending the ship
No,
or coming with you as backup?
they're coming with us. They're going to sit outside the building and shoot anything that moves from a fortified position.
All right.
And everyone else will be defending the ship. We'll obviously tell them, like, hey, there might be some counterattacks, so
Okay.
let's prevent
Be
those.
ready.
So how do you guys approach the building then, overall?
Well,
I
I
say we just go to the far end of the alley or whatever, or the road that we're approaching them from, and just start piling sandbags.
Well, I sort of ask, do we know their patterns, or do we know when would be the best time to
Yes, you do.
actually get
Oh, yeah,
into
we
the
have that. Tell her the thing.
Oh. This is their patrol routes, their patrol times. I would suggest going now, since the 5 minutes is beginning right now.
Alright,
Right
so
now. Okay. Move on.
if we want to go for the direct approach, we should just pile up a bunch of sandbags and shoot them when they come onto duty. Or shoot at them, at least.
I'd like to be on the roof of that.
Do we have any windows that I can actually, like, get into?
You want a roof jump?
Yeah.
Points up to the roof. Points up to a ladder on a fire escape on the side of the building. Points to the building that's right next to that thing. There's another fire escape on top.
That'll work. No, they probably don't. But
Gutters, like the in the water. So you can climb.
Ladders conveniently attached to the side of the building.
yes,
They are pretty sketchy.
I'll go with that.
Why not?
The gutters or the ladders.
Which would you prefer?
Gutters are close.
I kind of just want to walk in the entrance, but...
I like the walking in the
You
entrance, but
guys
we should
can-
really...
You guys can make a distraction on the entrance, and I can sneak in through the back.
Sure.
Sure.
Have fun.
You have decent combat skills, right?
I've got decent dodging skills and
well,
sort of
as well try and
kind
make
of
it work.
combat.
Anyways, we'll create the distraction then.
All right.
Don't get in our way, please.
You know what? I'm going to set up the
Why
pile
would
machine
I?
too, just for extra firepower.
Yes.
Please.
I like how your mind works.
Might make no sense whatsoever, but
Ooh,
Hey,
you
actually,
know, when
there
we're all
was-
done
Better
with this, we
safe
really
than
just gotta sit down and eat like 5 pies.
what was that?
Definitely.
What was
I
it? The
agree.
Battle of the Mediterranean, where a bunch of like Turkish Janissaries like started throwing oranges at the Christians because they ran out of ammunition.
Probably.
So
That's what you do, except with pies.
yeah, pretty much.
And with Ocha Joy in the background, just pies everywhere.
Anyway,
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, so I sneak in through the back while you guys are distracting them.
Okay.
So, alright, so I believe this is what's happening. We see them go off duty, making hilarious conversation, I guess. And the moment that happens, we come out of an alley, we go like, go, go, go. And Barb goes to like sneak around. You two, I
Yes.
think? Or you three.
I'm
What-
going to the
what-
front
what-
entrance.
What are we trying? What are you trying? What are you having us do?
I think you're the guys who are going on the rooftops to like advance and shoot down at them.
I was at least. I don't know how good you are at guns.
I'm much better with my sword.
Okay.
You two are at the front then. I'm giving sniper support.
Alright. So, and you two will like basically start to advance towards the door until someone starts shooting at you, at which point you'll duck and slowly try to move up and presumably pay attention.
When I see shots, I'll fire.
Yeah, and I'll just immediately get the crewmen to start like putting up sandbags and like basically making a fortified emplacement with the steam machine gun set up and all that.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we do this all within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
We all synchronize our watches and
NBD.
do this.
Our
It's really
steam
not
watches.
that hard
Yes.
to pile up a bunch of sandbags. And
Except
Especially if you
Palin's is
have-
broken.
Especially if you have many crewmen.
yeah, no, we have like 10 people.
We
here.
just make like one of those daisy chains or whatever, the bucket lines.
All right.
When do I shoot? When I see someone come out?
So, when, do we just want to open fire or do we want to like warn them and try and get them run away?
And I'm sort of waiting
I'm not
for
too
your
keen on the
first
warning.
shot.
Gotta be honest. They're
Okay.
kind of scum of the earth.
Also, isn't there a bunch of smoke happening right now on the
Right.
side of the building? That probably has an alert. So when I see movement that's not female, fire.
Okay,
Yes.
sure.
Yes.
As long as we're not in there yet.
Okay.
Female.
I have
and,
my sights aimed on.
well, Jezebel in nature.
So what's going to happen is, as I imagine it, like 2 guards wander out and they're like, "Oh yeah, this will be an easy shift," and then I just go like, Fire, and they just start opening fire with a few rifles and the machine gun.
Yeah, okay. So the 2 guards who come out do not last more than
Long.
like a few seconds.
They come out.
And at that point, I'm in the back,
Pump
and
full lead.
I'm waiting a bit before
Pump
to make
full
sure
lead.
like all of the
Yeah.
guards go that way, and
Well, the guards are actually somewhat split. There is certainly a rush towards the front where the 2 were shot down, but they've also noticed the large plumage of rainbow-colored smoke.
okay.
So there's people heading towards that as
Okay.
well.
And they're not really focused on the back entrance. Or
That
near.
door specifically?
Yeah.
Not so much.
Okay.
Okay, wait.
I'm
So what? The guards that are
sneaking.
focusing, that are moving towards the rainbow plume of smoke, they're on the outside, or are
All
they?
the guards outside are outside.
Oh, it's coming out from the side of the building.
There's patrols going out round the building.
Okay. Basically, I want to. The guards are moving towards the smoke. I want to get rid of them.
Are there walls around the building?
Yeah.
Walls around the building?
Okay.
The building itself is going to simply basically blend in with the rest. It doesn't stand out in particular, like
For reasons.
look heavily fortified or anything.
They don't want to draw attention.
So we should just be able to take them all out. A machine gun should be able to shoot faster than they can throw them in at us.
Oh, goody. So should I
Or
be
meat
focusing
shields.
fire on a different spot then, and not the front?
Sure. I think
Okay.
you can think of something.
Protect the window that the smoke is coming out of, perhaps?
Yes.
That side of the building?
Yeah, start taking off them.
Yes. So, there's a window. So it's on the bottom floor. I assume your cell is. Sure. Her cell's on the bottom floor. And there are a set of stairs that sort of lead down to that area.
You mean the window
room
from the,
she's
with
in.
the smoke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second floor.
Second
Okay.
floor. Okay. I see people running up the stairs through a window, and I try to shoot them through that.
Okay. Make a roll, I suppose.
Okay. Guess I'll take an automatic 1, 2 successes.
2 successes. All right, you take out 2 of them, but Abby, what happens next?
What happens next?
Yes.
So he takes out 2 out of... Was there a specific number out of how many he took out or whatever?
You tell me.
Okay. Let's say there were 4. He took half of them down.
Okay.
And the other 2 start, one of them goes for the window and tries to figure out what's going on. The other one sort of looks in the direction that he thinks the bullets were coming from. And, I don't know, tries to shoot Cedric.
And I'm
He shoots back. Okay. Let's see how that works. I have to get out dice.
sorry.
Were you not expecting
For the
that?
first time in how many sessions?
A couple, actually. I have not gotten out my dice for a while.
Oh, I see a lot of ones.
I only see 1.
Oh, that looked like the 2 looked like 1. My angle.
Okay. Cedric, you've got bullets flying at you.
Oh, lovely. I think it's time to duck behind the
All
so
out
it's like
dodge?
that's a rigid roof thing. So like
There's a
Little
ledge,
bit.
yes, you can take cover.
I'm taking cover under
Okay,
that ledge.
but clearly you cannot fire and be...
Of course. Well, I mean, like
By
I
my
fire.
God.
They notice the fire. Okay,
Right.
time to hide.
Yep, okay. Hiding time.
Of course. when the
What is
fire-
Helen doing?
Helen is marching up to the front entrance along with Robert. I want my good friend. Let's go chop some bastards to pieces.
Yes.
Alright, so I head to the front door.
Okay.
Blunderbuss in the one hand.
Through the front door? Am I so lucky?
Kick down the door.
And I guess
Quinn?
No kicking down the door.
What do you guys find at the door?
a pie!
I've
It's a
got a pie
bomb!
throwing machine!
They stole our pie throwing machine.
No, but really.
Where was the pie throwing machine?
pretty sure I ran.
It's firing at the front entrance along with the machine gun.
There's just like
But I
bullets
put grenades in all the pies.
We need to get inside fast.
Okay. Okay,
It's
so
a group
the
of,
situation, there's
literal.
two guys still inside the thing, kind of firing out. Sort of.
The door?
Wait, so where are the two guys?
Which two guys?
There's two guys that are firing you.
They're on the
Coming
side
from
of the
a window.
building.
They're,
Oh.
Yeah, they're coming from a window between the second and first floor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Window at the stairwell.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we charge and we open the door.
What do you find?
Hallway? What? I
You
don't
could
think they
find
can-
other people they're holding.
We open the door to a long, dark hallway.
Oh no. Helen puts her goggles down. Okay, I can see now. It's okay.
The goggles help me.
Yeah.
Low light vision.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
Low
was like
light.
putting
vision.
sunglasses on in a dark room.
No.
I can see better. All right. So we. Am I still narrating?
Dark hallway. Helen goggles down, and you proceed. How do you proceed? Cautiously?
Oh wait.
Do you
I
keep
I
charging?
hate light. They're on fire.
Can I charge cautiously? I'm not gonna waltz. I'm not gonna like waltz through there.
Maybe you should charge in the way that Catherine and Jezebel taught you.
No.
It's the only
So-
way to charge, guys.
Suppose that we.
You know, I'm not
I
like.
lean over and I'm like, probably check out a few of the rooms, make sure we don't get, flanked.
But Jessica's on. I mean, the smoke was coming out of the second
but
story.
I'm just saying, just open the door, peek in,
And if it's full of people on break?
close the damn door.
Close the damn
Wait,
door, then
there's
lock it.
machine gun fire. They're not going to be like,
Oh, that's
well,
right.
I'm off the clock.
Oh, they don't pay me enough for this. The 501 machine gun fire. All right. Give me a bag of chips.
Bullet shatters his coffee mug.
Hey, who's that world's #1 guard? All right.
World's #1 minion.
Well, you know what? We'll check on the way out. You just watch your backs.
But seriously, you get into the dark hallway.
Get into the dark hallway. And we're not
It's not, like,
barreling
pitch
down the
black,
hallway, but we're keeping up a
Obviously
good
the-
pace, as quiet as we can. So
Obviously, the
basically,
guards blew out the candles or closed the torches or whatever as they left, so it's.
All right, and a small brigade rounds the corner and appears at the end of the hall.
Brigade.
I reflex
Like
shoot
thousands
my
of people.
blunderbuss.
I use the term loosely.
Okay.
I reflex shoot my blunderbuss. Just like.
You have a blunderbuss?
Okay,
Yeah.
you hit the wall.
Well, I'm obviously aiming at them.
Oh, okay, roll then.
That's firearms plus dex.
I'm just gonna actually leave them in for success. I don't trust my blunderbuss.
I'm assuming they're within 20 yards. This hallway's not more than 60 feet long.
Yeah, 1 success.
Okay, you pop one of them in the leg.
Ow, my knee! He goes down.
He goes down, and 3 more appear behind you.
turn around.
I
Get her backs.
kick down a door and go into that room.
Oh,
As cover!
cover.
As cover! So I look, door.
And you go into the room and you just leave me flanked.
I pull you into the room.
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, obviously you're not thinking in the middle of combat. We need cover.
Jezebel!
What do they find in the room?
Cover!
Jezebel!
Find in the room.
God.
No.
She's unfortunate that she's on the second
Heard of
floor.
Chocobo.
Chocobo, yes. I was thinking, like possibly more people that they've captured. I don't know.
Like as a jail cell or something?
Yeah, sort of as a jail
room.
cell, but not really as important people as
Maybe not.
Jezebel.
You're not the
Prisoners,
VIP
but this
priest.
is the slaves'
Yeah,
quarters.
yeah.
The servants' quarters.
Oh,
So they're all like,
Yeah,
Good job.
they're basically like cowering in the corner
like
in
them.
their
guard the door.
filthy rags.
What are you waiting for?
I don't think they have weapons.
They can find some.
And
Okay, I get what you're saying.
maybe can you smother them with your pillows?
Who are you talking to?
What? The people in the room.
Can you be
Who
effective
are you referring to?
Can you smother the people in the back?
How qualified are you to be a meat shield?
As you're doing this, they're banging on the door, trying to break it down.
No, we're using it
You
as
never
like
said anything
cover.
about shutting the door behind him yet.
Yeah,
I know.
They're like, I'm assuming after the
It's gonna
blunderbuss
funnel
fires,
them.
they're gonna kind of like proceed a little more cautiously.
Maybe.
Okay.
So as we get in the
They
room,
round the corner. You fire. More people burst from another room to flank you in the hall. You jump through a door, and now they're converging in the hall towards you.
They're funneled.
told you we should have checked the door so we didn't get
we be
flanked.
doing something at this point?
Yeah, that's
My
what I was
fire team?
thinking.
All right, fine then. I close the door and lock. Or I don't know. I'm assuming there's like a deadbolt or something.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay.
Close the door and lock it.
Close and lock.
And we get behind like a table or something.
Okay.
Obviously, we're not going to be behind the door because it's shoot through the door.
Edward, what's going on outside?
Well, as we've dropped all the guards outside, I presume.
Fairly regularly. Except, how do you deal with the grenades?
The grenades that I threw forward and exploded.
No, the ones they threw at you.
They had grenades.
Yes.
Yes, they did.
Wow.
They dug them out of the pies.
They're like, ooh, pop. What's this? Got him.
Wait, no, the grenades and the pies are armed.
They're like, what is this?
Yeah, no, that's
And then
the
they
idea.
start floating.
Well, I try and identify the grenades as they're going through the air.
7 baseball.
Okay, that's Jim.
Another model, their timer, that sort of thing.
Okay, roll for that.
Okay.
How long? Oh, it's okay.
Oh, I'm done. I've been done with it for a while. Oh, I assume right now I'm taking the opportunity.
We failed to
reload
identify
my
the grenades. Wait. Yeah, so I failed to identify the grenades.
Failed to identify the grenade.
Alright.
Okay.
So because I can't identify...
Vincent, what kind of grenades are they? What do they do when they land?
Oh, lovely.
Wait. All I get to do?
The Febreze grenades.
They're your generic grenade.
For the moment.
Incineration.
Unfortunately,
grenades.
they are your generic grenade. They just cause a normal type of explosion.
Fire explosion, bit of painful
Molotov.
shrapnel.
Yes.
Molotov.
Just a normal grenade,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Just your average everyday normal grenade.
Well, are they
Not
going
one
to
with
land
like
on which side of
sparkles
the
and
barrier?
confetti.
Unicorns.
They get beyond the barrier.
They get beyond the barrier? All of them?
Some of them, maybe not absolutely all of them. But yes, there's a handful that make it over the sandbag wall. Maybe one lands on the sandbag wall. Now there's a hole in the pile of sand.
Unmentionable percent.
Alright. So I'll just yell scatter. They drop and they all go to the alleys that we just came out of.
Okay. Everyone scatters away. Maybe one guy is caught in a blast. The pie machine
Oh.
takes a direct hit.
Oh no!
Edward is entirely like, that machine had far more use than I ever intended. Go forth with my blessing, pie machine. Go into the next life.
How the mighty have
The
fallen.
the pie throwing machine afterlife.
Yes. Go to that great big carnival in the sky. Just for that, I'm going to make a machine gun and call it the pie thrower.
This is the carnival in the sky.
Oh.
Go to that great big carnival in Brecksville. And or one of the county fairs, but not one of the county fairs from where I am, because they all suck.
All right.
And after the grenades go off, we'll go back to our position.
What about the steam-powered machine gun?
Unless one of them is really close to it, the shrapnel shouldn't do anything.
Piece metal.
I mean, it's intact. But there's nobody manning it for now. So,
I have an idea.
okay,
Can I use this
probably.
But wait.
to realize that I packed 2 grenades that he gave me?
Absolutely.
Kick a hole through the wall, throw the grenades through the hole, and then jump behind a table.
Or block the hole with a
You
table.
might kill everybody in the building.
With a grenade?
Grenades won't do
Just
that.
You
Yeah.
They're in
break
like a
the
narrow hallway.
structure of the hole.
It'll be fine. Fine.
I love it.
All right. I kick a hole through the wall, throw both the grenades through, then push the table up against the door and or against the hole and jam it. And I'm like, Helen, plug your ears.
And then Helen turns to all of the people in the room and is like, by the way, we're here to save you.
Excellent. You hear a only slightly muffled explosion, and the door may not be fully functional anymore.
That's all
Through the
right.
hole.
But
Except all the guards are now floating.
all the chaos
No, I have
Not
and
muffled
commotion,
boss.
They're not floating grenades.
Aw.
They're
Um,
grenades.
all the,
Death.
the chaos of the storming guards dies down.
Because they die.
I slowly move the table back a little bit and kind of peek out.
Can we go see Jezebel now?
You see bodies.
Do I see anything moving?
Actually, wait. You don't have any goggles on. You see a dark hallway.
Alright, they're dead. We should take their weapons and arm these people.
Okay. We
Right.
do that.
I grab the weapons and
Throw them in,
Start.
like,
It's
help
like-
us if you want to live.
alright, use these to defend yourselves. Don't shoot us. Don't shoot.
If
You know,
they
just
look
don't
like a
shoot us.
pirate, don't
You
shoot
realize it's a
them.
dark hallway?
Oh,
You
yeah.
realize it's a dark hallway?
But I'm more thinking, like, I'm assuming that a lot of them are going to want to run straight out, and assuming that they can use these to defend themselves if they run into trouble once
So
they're
I
out
don't
the
want to,
door.
like...
They-
Point to them and be
here,
like,
but a
take
bunch
their
of
weapons
people running
and
outside
leave.
with weapons
Oh,
into
oh,
a machine gun's
right.
kill
All right.
zone.
Yeah.
You go,
Don't run outside yet.
don't run outside with
We're out
weapons.
there with machine
Run
guns.
out like this. Like this. You see what I'm doing? Like this. Run like this.
You know, they
Or-
can understand you guys pretty.
Yeah, they're not.
They're
stupid.
not. They're
Well,
not.
I don't know if they
stupid.
speak whatever we're speaking.
You're in an
Imperial.
imperial town.
Okay, but I don't know if they speak Imperial. They might speak.
Speak Imperial.
They might
How
speak.
art thou today?
They might speak Spanish or something. I don't know.
American.
No runo outsido with hands up-o.
Pongáis sus manos en la...
I don't know Spanish.
Se levantan sus manos. Se levantan manos. Dos manos. No sus manos.
That.
Yes.
Alright. Thankfully, Edward taught you that.
Se levantan
I give you all Spanish
Los
lessons.
manos.
Then you realize they don't speak Spanish.
And I just feel stupid.
That's probably it.
All right.
Woo! All right.
So,
Okay, so they kind of tentatively take the weapons. They
Put them away.
put them away, raise their heads, and start
Walk.
walking out.
And they
the
say
door.
thank you.
They'll
Or
say
thank
things
you.
like,
Questionable.
they look.
Buenos dias.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're completely confused as to what's going on. But
Welcome.
It's a good thing.
clearly,
Citizen.
if there was a time
Bueno.
to get out, this
That's
is it.
muy bueno.
Yes. Alright. Let's
They're,
go.
they're
All right.
not Spanish. Okay.
I keep speaking Spanish anyway.
voy a hablar en español.
Spanglish. All right.
Spanish. Voy a hablar en Spanish.
All right, we continue up the stairs,
Right?
weapons in hand.
I'm leading.
Leah,
I'm leading.
I'm leading. I've got more armor
what do
than
you think Oliver is
and
doing?
better reaction time, apparently.
I think it's a really bad one.
Wait, what?
What is Oliver
Do you
doing?
know this? Well, Oliver's the highest ranking currently at this branch of the Hollow Ring, so to speak. So
All of us?
and he's also a fighter. So my guess is he's making sure no. Oh, okay, just shouting. I was like, he's doing something wrong.
Oh, no, just taking a deep breath.
I feel like I have to screw someone over. I don't.
You can.
Please do.
That's why whenever you ask me this, it's like, so who do you want to
Well,
screw over today?
technically, I'm the one
I
trying
know.
to sneak up to you first, so. And I've had the least amount of resistance.
but you also have no fighting skills, and I'm really
Well, I can do like
Oliver-
martial arts.
Oliver. I'm assuming Oliver takes note of Rainbow Snow.
And it's more or less dirty
and
fighting
takes
too.
note that this is coming from around the area of Jesse's room. And so my guess is, sadly, he's going to start heading towards Jesse's room. And on the way, he encounters...
Those
A
running
rock.
up the stairs?
He's up the stairs.
That would be us.
those two. I'm sorry.
Really?
That's okay.
You have no combat abilities!
I do have combat
He
abilities.
encounters Barb!
No! No!
Let her learn.
I like this.
I agree.
Okay,
If they're
go
up the
for it, Barb.
stairs, and the shooting has stopped, I'm gonna be looking.
Yeah, are there any people left or
Yeah.
outside or no?
He encounters
Where is
'Cause-
Barbara now?
She'd be pretty much, I think, by
priority person.
like,
She would have shimmied up like a pipe on the outside,
Yeah.
jumped through a window.
yeah, she would have snuck up some other way.
Point of fact, the window by Jesse's room is too small, don't try.
No, like a
It's
window
been
in
discussed.
a window in the
The
jail
one
hallway.
with the smoke?
No, not that
Not,
one.
Yeah.
But like
not
the
one
closest.
that's close to there, but probably on the other side that isn't being shot at.
She's on the back side.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I'm trying to like, I'm sneaking through each of the rooms, like checking the corners, checking the doors, like you two, like you should have, and just
Like
being
she should
Before
have.
bursting
Like, yeah.
into them.
before bursting into them. I just
Work.
checking to make sure, and if I see guards in there trying to, or like locking the doors from the outside so they can't break out.
Don't think you can really do that.
You pick the doors to be locked. What?
Which they can just unlock from the
But just like,
inside. So,
Unless they only lock from the outside.
Who would do that?
They're at a place that holds people.
I mean, some doors might, some...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just if they're in there and the door does that, I just lock the door and then walk away. Or
Okay.
sneak away.
As you're going down the hall, you run into... Oliver.
Yeah, he just...
it's not a very
he-
intimidating
He
name,
would
by the
probably
way.
just round the corner as I'm walking down it, and I just go, oh shit. Start
Actually, you
slowly.
even recognize him. What does he look like?
Yeah, I wouldn't recognize him.
Okay. I get to describe this. I need to
Sure.
write this down so I don't remember. Need to know these things. Okay, so I'm going to put him at about. Okay, I know how I'm going to describe him. I'll do a reference point. 6'1".
Damn.
Oh wait.
Vin Diesel.
No, actually, no. You'll meet the reference character later. Anyway, point of fact, 6'1". He has sandy blonde hair. Because I don't want to make him straight blonde, because everyone's going to think he's German. Sandy blonde hair, not German though. That's kind of quasi-spiked.
Quasi-spiked?
Yes.
Are we supposed to, is this guy supposed to be like a jail guard, or is he supposed to be a runway model? Seriously.
I think he's supposed to be a Final Fantasy villain.
No, he has to have silver long hair.
And he's very obviously muscular, but not like colossal titan or something, but like just like
Like 230?
Like, I go to the gym on a daily basis.
every other day, baby.
I
Yeah.
go to the Steam
So
gym.
like,
Is he wearing a shirt that's
So, like,
open for some
210.
reason and
No,
incredibly impractical?
He has a very like practical, not suit on, but like
so like 210. Wait.
oh yeah, so I was like 210. What the hell is this? But like
That'd be
not like a
somewhat
suit.
muscular six.
But he's
person.
clearly dressed in that he could either kick your ass or do business with you.
So he's in like a very tight-fitting suit that shows off all of his muscles.
No, because
Yeah,
you can't wear
everybody
tight-fitting
goes like
suits and
this,
fight.
it
It doesn't
rips.
work. I've tried. It doesn't work.
Oh shit.
No, it's not like a suit. Like he's got like
Gotcha.
fairly normal everyday attire, but like the effort has obviously been made that he doesn't look dirty or anything.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So he is a runway model.
No.
Okay.
For the love of God, no.
Okay, anyway.
Continue.
What sort of weapon does he carry?
I'm gonna say
Anyways.
huge rock hammer.
He doesn't.
Oh,
Spiked knuckles.
okay.
If he has to.
If you do you want a different weapon? Do you want like a sword? I was trying to be creative.
I see. I see.
No, he would start with his fist.
I see.
Yeah, but he would totally have like he just would like he would have normal fisticuffs, obviously, like skill. But I have a feeling he would also like carry like
Brass
Ooh,
knuckles.
brass
ooh,
knuckles
I have
with
an
like
idea.
spikes
I have
and
an
blades
idea.
and be like,
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
They could be like
Kunai
brass knuckles that have like blades, so he can like
So-
punch with them,
Iruka
but then he can also
Sensei,
use
like-
them
Iruka
as.
Sensei in Naruto.
Yes.
I don't know.
Sensei.
Wait, not Aruka, it's Asuma.
I don't
Oh,
So pretty much
no,
claws
Naruto.
is what
No,
we're talking
no.
about.
No, they got
It's-
swords coming up, like they're like a
Down.
regular sword, but they're also
No,
brass
no,
knuckles.
Like
No.
the hilt is a brass knuckle.
Yeah,
Oh.
hilt
No,
is brass
I would-
knuckle with a knife on the bottom.
No,
All
knife,
sharp.
knife
I would
on the
do.
top.
I would do.
Knife on the top.
Guys.
Like regular sword.
Guys, who loads the most knives in this room?
Okay.
Me.
No.
No, her.
You actually don't.
Yes.
I want that.
That.
I want that.
Sort of. Yeah.
That is what he has.
Except
Thank you, Andrew.
probably facing up.
That's what he has.
Yes.
A knife
That's what I was
knuckles.
talking about.
Knife knuckles.
That's what I was talking about.
This is lovely how
Anyway.
we talk to each other.
Yeah, I know, right?
I think that argument got louder than the first one.
At least I wasn't laughing.
It involved knives.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Now we know the trigger point.
so
Are you like bewitching Quinn?
I don't know, it's gonna happen. I
Like a
was trying to
dog
quiet him
on a
down
dolly.
and it worked.
Okay.
I think you hit his off switch.
I think you're bewitching him. I'm gonna burn you later.
At least there's fire involved.
Anyway, so I run into him.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. Have fun with that.
Like, just because it's somebody that just turned the corner and just instantly saw me, even though I tried to make sure, like, I don't know, protect my own butt. I'm just like, whoa, shit. And I just start trying to
He
backpedal.
starts walking towards you,
Yeah.
somewhat matching your pace. Like if you're moving slowly, he's moving slowly. Don't remember what voice I used for him.
No, you should do like a snidely whiplash British.
No,
yes.
you did the like
Like a very
Jezebel,
calm
the like
voice.
creepy calm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's alright.
Not as creepy calm as Geoff's gonna be, but
Toward that. I can
Geoff?
just. Oh, never mind.
Oh, I have plans for Geoff.
No, I know you do.
Who's Geoff?
Pretty much the
Satan.
Okay. Continue.
continue.
He gets out his knife knuckles.
I get out my knuckles. Let's do this.
Oh, God.
You must be the one they call Barbara.
And how did you know of me?
We know of all of you.
I figured as much. Word travels fast, and those
Indeed it
people
does.
don't tend to notice.
Never mind. Just continue.
So, I take it you're here for Jezebel.
Well, no shit, Sherlock.
That is the correct response.
It is indeed.
To which you say, "Fuck you, Watson." It is the correct response.
Actually, he's going to reply with, I'm not going to tolerate that kind of language here. You need to be taught a lesson.
I love
He's-
you.
Do it. By the way, I love you.
If a writer loves you, they will kill you.
What?
So is that why that George guy loves all his characters?
Continue. Don't leave
Oh,
me on a
Ryder. I thought
cliffhanger.
you said rhino.
That too.
Rhinos do kill.
Right. He's closing the distance.
That is obviously bigger.
Shall we roll initiative?
You literally tell him, shall we roll initiative? What? I was confused. Punch him in the face.
You prepared to engage?
Well, I was thinking, I don't know. I was thinking, is the floor relatively kept clean?
The floor?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dust.
Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing, because martial arts dirty fighting, I have that skill. Because I throw dust in his eye, roll behind him, and then...
Or, gut
And then
punches.
what? Punch him?
You don't
No.
keep pocket sand on you at all times?
Pocket sand!
Well, actually, what would be in a camping kit?
No.
No,
Not pocket sand.
Like
not
charcoal?
sand.
Nope.
No.
You can't just like...
Wait, why would you
Hold
do-
on, give me a second to crush this up.
Yeah, nothing.
Hold on.
already
I have an
powdery.
entire tent with
Yeah.
me while I'm sneaking.
What about, basic toolkit?
No.
No, that'd be like... I assume like...
Winter / ice supplies.
I'm almost certain you
No,
don't have...
you don't have pocket sand.
Just checking my bases.
Boo.
Well, it
Less
would have been...
talking, more punching.
Well, it would have been great if you guys gave me a chance to get a silver coin.
Nope.
See,
Less talking,
you need
more
to stop
punching.
blaming other people and start playing.
Yep.
You don't have to spend those on yourself. If somebody else
Shot.
wants to.
Yeah.
This is a group effort.
Sorry, I already spent mine being a badass.
Just in case Jezebel really needs something.
No one knows. It doesn't matter.
Anyways,
My coin comes from mechanical devices, not sand.
Well, I was thinking or mechanical device.
Edward.
Grappling hook.
No.
You shit out of luck.
Yeah. So, I guess I'm gonna have to engage.
Or you could run.
Well, I was thinking about, like, throwing packet sand in his eye, rolling behind him, then running.
Why can't you just
Why
run?
can't you run backwards?
Yeah.
If we're running up the stairs, are we going to run?
Yeah, that's what I'm planning.
possibly.
meet
I
up with
want
After a couple
to know
turns or
what
something.
action you are taking first. Then we'll get into how the rest.
Fight and then get there.
I'm gonna
And she's
sort
dead.
of, like, still keep walking backwards, but of course he's closing the gap in faster. Can I bluff, like, a strike, but actually be using the momentum from the strike to, like, roll underneath him because he's so tall?
That would be a feint. So yes.
Is that acrobatics? Or is that dodge? Is that...
Trying to find maneuvers here.
I have, agility if that helps. And also for style points, can I, like, try to get the key from him that's holding Jezebel? Or Jezebel's key?
It'll probably make it a lot harder.
Okay, so so you're gonna feint an attack,
Yeah. Feint an attack, use the
somersault
momentum,
by him,
somersault underneath him because
and
he's
snatch
probably
a key
going
off
to
his belt
Yes.
at the same time to get behind him.
And then run.
I like it. Make a, I guess, dodge
Alright.
roll with a extra bonus die for awesome
1, 2, 3.
with
This would be some black dice for difficulty.
Yeah, I think some for difficulty.
yeah. Let's just say 3 black die for.
Okay, I got 1 black die. So I'm gonna turn in 3 die for a success, 3 die for another success, and I got 1 success on top of that, so 3 successes.
And one black.
And 1 black, so effectively 2 successes.
2 successes. All right, that'll do it. Describe it.
I pretty much just, like, with him increasing the gap, I sort of realized that I don't have a lot of
You mean
space left
decreasing the
behind me,
gap?
so
Decreasing the gap?
closing the gap.
Yeah, you said increasing.
Oh,
We know what you meant.
You know.
yeah, whatever. I realized that there's not a whole lot of space left behind me because the hallway, you know, it ends. So I sort of just think, okay, maybe he's or I think he's sort of anticipating me to make the first move. And after that, he'll probably try to counter me and do all, or pretty much screw me up. So, what if I fake an attack, he does his rebuttal attack, and I instead roll? Let's go with that. So I go ahead and I, like, pretty much round up a punch to go and punch him.
Mm-hmm.
And he tries to punch me at the same time, widening his stance, and I instead just go, nope, and I just, like, keep going down and roll. And then he's sort of like, wait, where'd she go? And I just, at that moment, I'm just sort of like, my keys, and I just bolt down the hallway.
Excellent move. Where'd the rest of you come in?
When she bolts down the hallway with her keys is when Robert and I run up the stairs.
We're just like,
And, or like, I would think that I see you guys running up the stairs, and I just go, oh, hi guys, here's the keys.
What? No, I thought you were taking them. Go take them.
go get her.
And I point behind me.
We'll take care of that. You go get her.
Alright, and I just, like, as I'm running, I just make a turn while I'm running into a different room.
All right, I turn and I fire my blunderbuss at him.
You just love that thing, don't you?
I do.
just love that
It's
word.
a pirate shotgun. It's awesome.
And I yell, watch out, he has knife hands!
What? What? It sounds like he has really long fingernails.
Ching. He's actually Wolverine. All right, so I fire my blunderbuss of death.
Okay. What are you doing, Helen?
I draw my sword.
You drawing your sword?
Yeah.
You didn't already have it drawn?
Well, I did have it drawn, but I ready my sword.
Are you gonna fire your? You have a gun, right?
Yeah, but I
Fire
always
the damn
miss.
gun.
But I always miss.
Fire the damn
Okay,
gun.
I'll fire the damn gun.
All right, we both fire our damn guns.
Well, as you know, damn guns,
All right.
I'm
as
gonna-
opposed to normal guns.
Cedric,
Yes.
what are you up to at this point?
So I noticed that the bullets have stopped flying at me. So I resume my position and look up at the stairs, and I see there's a female and a guy running up the stairs. That hey, that look like Helen and Robert. Okay, I probably shouldn't shoot them.
You can tell by the hats.
Yes. And then
See the
immediately
big
after
peacock
that,
feather.
I see a girl running down. Hey, that looks like Barb. I probably should not shoot that either.
A list of things not to shoot.
And Barb is sort of on the questionable.
On the maybe.
Things I'm not supposed to shoot, and then he's like,
Depends.
He puts it over. Things I'm not going to shoot for now.
Temporary list.
It's gonna be with Helen.
Probationary.
Things to shoot with Helen, Barb.
Well, wait. Weren't there people throwing out grenades?
Yep.
I should get rid of them.
So
killed
I
most
thought
of
they
them.
were all dead.
Oh, they're all dead?
Yeah, we're still
No-
kind of waiting after.
Yes, they're dead by
Yeah.
now.
Okay. So I guess what I'm doing is just
That was
basically...
kind of their dying act. Was like
Grenades!
some of them started to get smart and would launch grenades as soon as they got
Pin.
Do
around.
they have grenade launchers?
So I guess
With their
what I'm
arms.
doing is
I don't know if they're really good.
I'm not gonna move from my position. Just
You're
because.
just gonna keep watching over everything.
Yes.
You have a very limited sight into the stairwell. You're not seeing the hallway in which
Okay.
everyone
Fighting Oliver.
kind of converges. Yes.
Actually, then do I see? Then I get the attention of Edward.
Sure.
Yep.
Ed.
So, but since no one's around anymore, I'm going to be taking my team and moving them up to the door and then turning them around to fire at anyone who comes at the building.
Yes, and then while you're doing that, I meet up with you and say, "Let's do this now, shall we?"
Do what?
Get inside.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's go. And then suddenly people burst out, and I'm just like, hello, labor force.
What?
Steam
slaves.
zombies.
Oh.
The slaves are just... People burst out, and they're like, wait, don't shoot us, we're slaves. I'm like, hello, labor force.
Edward, no.
Well,
You're just here for the second floor. No.
No,
we'll take care of
Edward.
them later. Anyways, let's do this.
Well, no, I'm going to tell them to... Like, I'm going to put the
Stick
guy
around.
in charge of the fire team in command and tell
Yeah.
them to use them to make a position.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. What?
Around for 2 seconds.
Soldiers totally
Yeah.
form part of the labor force. Anyway, so we're going to go inside.
Carefully.
No, I'm going to kick open the door as badass music plays.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
Yeah, no, like dun dun dun. And then just like there's a bunch of dead.
I'm going inside, revolver and sword at the ready.
Then there's just a bunch of dead bodies, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Oh, Bear beat me to it.
Anyway,
Bunch of dead bodies and some grenade shrapnel on the walls. You're just like, yeah, it worked.
so we're inside. What are we going to do?
We're going to try to get up to the second floor since we know that's where the smoke's coming from.
What is the building like? Is there anything else besides the first floor and the second?
Is it like one of those Mod Quad buildings? Is it a big rectangle?
There's a
I don't
window
know.
on the stairs.
Somebody tell me.
It's a big rectangle.
What do you mean by more than the first floor and the second
Like,
floor?
is there a
Like a third floor?
Third floor or a
A
basement?
third floor. What is this madness?
A revolutionary thing, I know.
A third floor or a basement, or like another wing.
Basically saying somewhere we haven't discovered.
I think
or
it's third
explored.
floor.
Sure, why not?
Basement with all their loot?
What would you like?
300 story sky.
How many
I don't
floors
care.
would you like?
Congratulations, you made it to the first.
Would you
floor.
like there to also be an elevator?
No.
Mini boss?
Steam
No,
elevator.
Oliver.
No.
So what's there?
First floor, second floor, basement. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
First floor, second floor, basement. I say we focus on getting to the second floor just to make sure Jezebel's alright.
I don't know.
Slash
They
we're
can
not
put a lot of
lying.
things that will make our day really nasty in the basement.
Or a lot of things that we could use to make their day really nasty.
Basement then?
Yeah. I mean, if you really want to go up, I guess I can try and sneak around, but I'd feel better with someone who can actually fight.
Okay, let's go, old buddy.
Alright. To the basement! If not, perhaps we can find some way to screw them.
Or money.
Or money. Yes, loot too.
Yeah.
Loot is very important.
We need to rebuild Troy.
And loot is very important.
Okay, you two head for the basement.
Yep.
Okay.
If this was a Call of Cthulhu scenario, that would be where the end is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is every time.
For most
my gosh.
horror movies,
Well, I do know
it's where
one
the-
where... Yeah, it's either the basement or the attic.
That's
Yeah.
that's true with most horror aspects of anything.
True. All right. If you couldn't tell, I'm clearly stalling the combat.
Yeah.
Jezebel,
Yeah, I was trying to install it too.
there is clearly a heck of a lot of commotion going on.
Yeah, I was
It's
wondering
kind of
about
hard
those
to
noises.
miss. Yeah, about that. So what do you do in your mostly dark room?
I really hate this tiny room.
Bird down.
Teeny tiny.
Yeah, I noticed. I noticed.
You somehow managed to burn down the stone room.
With my mind. No.
Made of wood?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of be like, hey, Matthew,
Yes.
do you remember that salvation I said was coming if we threw the thing out the window?
There's a one.
Wait,
Yes.
it was Matthew?
I would believe that ruckus would be them. So I'm not going to lie. That smoke is coming out of your room, so they're probably gonna burst in there first. Try not to get killed.
I see. What do you think I should do?
Good question.
Don't
Very-
die.
Don't die. Don't die would be a good start. Let's see. Well, I honestly don't know what to tell you because I don't know which of them will be coming first. Which is a good and bad thing because that means that there's a slight possibility it won't be Helen who will shoot the minute she realizes it's not me. Yeah.
Shoot the other slaves.
But wasn't near my room.
Oh.
So, I don't know, but there's a small chance it might be someone like Rover who will open the door and be like, oh, okay, random dude, okay, do you know where Jezebel is? And be very relaxed with you. Or Barb, who will either yell at you or storm off in a huff. I don't know. So the best thing you might want to do is if someone comes into your room to just kind of shout towards my general direction and I'll try and shout back at them. In the meantime, though, I really hope that's them winning and not losing, because if they're losing, we're going to have a lot bigger problem.
So,
Because my guess would be, is if they're losing, Oliver's on his way over here, and we're both going to be in very much trouble.
Very much trouble. Not trouble. Very much trouble.
Very much trouble.
Double plus much trouble.
Okay, Matthew?
Okay.
So we're either about to get rescued or die. Is the point of this?
I see. Is there anything that you could do?
Do you know how to pick a lock?
I do not.
Then there's not much we can do because I don't know how to pick a lock.
Should pick that up,
Really?
Barbara.
Except I broke my.
No, I don't earn money by thievery.
Well, it's still a useful trait. I mean, I guess I don't have it
I
either.
love to be.
That's something I need to ask you when we get back.
Then I guess
Can
all we
you
can
give
do
me
is
some rudimentary lock picking?
We could yell for them to hurry their butts up.
Can I go bursting into the room and just say, "Alright, which one of you drugged me?" And just wait for the response.
what room?
Just into the room that's connected to both of their rooms.
There's no connecting room. We're in 2 separate rooms.
Yeah, there's 2 rooms
Darn it.
from off of the hallway.
Well, I don't know which room has the window that's in question. Or at least I would.
Probably have a guesstimate though.
Make a whatever is smarts. This
Wits?
wits.
Perception?
No, wits.
Okay, just wits.
Great wits. Fail. Shout.
I got 1 success.
Oh, cool.
You actually have a pretty good idea which room the smoke is coming from. Basically, after getting behind Oliver, you're now at the
Yeah.
other end. Joined now with Helen and Robert.
And I just
If
point
you want-
behind me and say, "Have fun, guys, bye!"
Yeah. You can basically dash off to unlock a door.
Which door is it?
Which door is which?
Behind door number 1! Fudge!
Fudge, are you hungry?
Yes, I don't know. She's
Alright,
Barbara.
you run down and opening the first locked door you find. You see a this is the room that you're pretty sure that the smoke is coming from. It's fairly small, fairly dark. There is a single small candle burning in the back corner. Sitting next to it on the ground is what looks to be a young man dressed in a priest's frock. He looks to be in bad shape, like bad health. He's kind of beaten and
Gaunt.
what?
Gaunt.
He's
Sitting there reading his Bible by the candlelight.
I go.
Wait, the Bible?
Yeah, he's a preacher.
I go.
Preacher dude.
But this is an
Hello,
alternate
Father.
universe.
You're not the
Fine,
person
his-
I'm
In
looking
which we have a
for.
slightly alternate
Unfortunately,
Christianity.
we don't have
His
a doctor.
Sky
Good
Bible.
day.
Hang on.
That sounded like Barb.
Start over again.
I say, "Hello, Father. You're not the person I'm looking for. Unfortunately, we no longer have a doctor at Airship. Good day." And I walk.
Barb, 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 Barb,
I
Barb,
walk
Barb,
over
Barb,
to the
Barb,
next
Barb!
door and I unlock.
Barb, get your ass over here!
And I'm just like, "Why the hell did you drug me?"
No, I like shoved you out the way like small room god. Not in the small room. It's not. Never mind. I didn't drug you. Devo did.
Why did you force him to drug me?
We didn't force him to do anything.
He has no
Guys.
balls.
We strongly suggested this
Guys.
is not the place. We need to get our friend out. My
Hello.
prison buddy. Go get
Bad
my prison buddy.
timing.
I'm trying, Robert.
Not now. Just both of you go.
Prison buddy.
Go.
My prison buddy.
He,
Oh, you mean father? The father guy?
Yes. Go
Okay.
get him.
Barb, you left it behind?
Well, I sort of just said,
Straight to hell.
Anyway.
Straight to sky hell.
No more tiny rooms.
So did you go up or did you
Don't.
You go up and then down.
You go down and then up.
Where
a
is
little bit.
prison buddy? He was.
he's in
Which
his room
room?
still.
The
I
land
unlocked his
below the
door
clouds.
first, and I said good day to him, and then I went and unlocked you.
Okay.
where,
I go,
where are
I
you?
go-
Are you just outside your room, or
Yeah,
have you
I
gone
just
back
like
down?
burst. I burst into the hallway just to
Unfortunately,
get out of the tiny room.
Uh,
And then
Okay.
she yelled
Jezebel,
at me.
Jezebel, I
And now I'm
should
trying to
mind
figure
you,
out where
I
his room would have
meant,
been.
I think I met
Days.
one of the people who was holding you captive. He was really, really tall with knife hands.
Well, shit.
So
We can get out of here if he's on his way.
Unfortunately, Jezebel, he's close to the stairs. So unless either of you two have rope,
I have rope.
it's going to be
You're
hard
with
to get
me.
him out of a window.
Well, I don't think Matthew.
No,
Now I
not
get to see
climbing.
him.
I mean, like,
I don't.
holy.
Matthew hobbles his way
I don't think he's doing much of
Out.
anything.
Yeah, I meant
supporting
holy
himself
system.
with the wall.
No. Well, okay.
Bible
in
tucked
hand.
on, in hand, tucked under his arms. And you can see through his torn robes that the lower half of his left leg is made of wood.
So, can I use my camping kit?
What?
No.
No!
No. What
I
you
used my
guys?
2 shields.
You know what kits do? They give you a small bonus or remove a black die penalty for doing
Oh,
certain
damn it.
actions.
Because I was
Like
hoping
making
to.
camp.
Yeah.
No, I was going to use the tent. Like, if I got a tent from that as like sort of a
Crutch.
A stretcher because
yeah.
Barb,
so-
Barb and Jezebel have so much physical strength.
And
well, I was
sewing.
thinking we use a pulley system to get him out of a
You're
window
gonna make
in
a
the
pulley
back,
system out of a tent.
like a tent, and
Wow, she really does take after
Barb,
you.
Barb,
and
Barb.
ask for
I
rope.
might
Barb,
be able to.
Barb,
Wait.
We do not
No,
have
she
time.
doesn't.
We do not have time for you to try and be Edward and build a device. I would like to get out of this building because this building, even this
Jezebel!
hallway, is too small.
Jezebel, what you understand is the door is currently blocked off by Helen and Robert fighting this guy you call Oliver.
Well, okay.
They're actually not fighting him yet.
They're not fighting him.
They're not that far away.
I'm in the process of finding.
Yeah, that's pretty much what's happening. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do, Barb. Here's what we're gonna do.
I proceed to take off my jacket and put it around him.
Okay, you're going to help Matthew. Matthew, this is Barb. Barb, Matthew. His name is what was it? Matthew Delgado. I don't like your middle name. Anyway.
Wow.
You killed my father?
Anyway, no. Okay, Barb, you take care of him. You really aren't going to be going much of anywhere but downstairs. Barb, I think.
Hello, Barb.
Hello. Barb, I think the only way out of this is going to be going down the stairs. However, if Hel and Robert are on their way to fight Oliver, as you said, then my assumption would be they'd be better with more people present to help them, even though my revolver was taken.
Well, I was about to go fisticuffs the guy, but then I could obviously tell he was way too big for me.
My knife got used. Not used. The priest has a knife. The priest has a
No,
dagger.
he returned it.
Oh, he did. Okay, so I have a dagger. So I'm going to go use my dagger. and help.
I throw Jezebel my pistol and I walk.
Thank you.
And I.
All right, we're in
and I
business
help
now.
Father.
Let's go
like,
shoot some people.
Matthew walked down the
Okay,
stairs.
we're going down the stairs because I want to get out of this
Shoot.
building, this tiny little building, and
Let's
we're
go.
going to get Hel, and we're going to get Rober, and if we're going to just go get everybody, and we're just going to go.
Well, Jezebel,
And not
because
die.
of your stupid plan.
Excuse me, Barb. Now is not the time nor the place. I want to get out of the
Guys.
tiny hallway. We can do this when we're on
We're
deck of an
walking
open air
as we
ship.
do this.
Robert, you would know that she's agreed to obey our every order.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like.
Not the time or the place. Let's go.
Yeah, and I always assume that we're walking, or at least briskly walking. As
Well, we're
doing this.
trying to. I mean, if you have a limping priest,
You're not going very fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
which is why I unfortunately have to go. But I have a pistol now.
Can I, is there any damage done to his wooden leg? Or, I have repair. I can help him go faster.
More than likely, his
Like, if
leg
it's-
was
if-
chopped off while in prison.
Well, no, I was thinking, if it's, broken down in
Just
some
let
way.
him lean on your shoulder. That'll be good
know.
for now.
Just lean on your shoulder. So,
His prosthetic leg is perfectly intact.
Okay.
They're not
There'll be
going
no
to torture
point.
that
However,
I was
wooden
thinking-
peg leg.
He is
He himself
tired.
is fine.
They're holding matches to.
However, he himself overall is tired and beaten,
Yeah.
and
He's like a guy that just ran a
just
marathon.
not able to
Very,
walk very well.
the shiny coin.
Even in good shape, he wouldn't be able to run very fast because of his
Yeah.
leg. But
Okay, so
you can't fix it better.
Yeah. Well, I meant like if it was
I
like
use magic to
broken,
give you your
if
entire
Yes.
leg back.
Peg
No.
leg was broken,
That's
then
not
I
No,
could
it's
help
not.
her. Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I didn't know.
All right. So at this point,
Can I finally shoot him?
I'm getting there.
Relax.
Getting itchy trigger finger.
Now you know how I felt with my pistol.
At this point, Oliver is going to dodge 2 bullets.
But I shoot
And
more
say-
than 2 bullets.
No, you
I
don't.
shoot.
My
I shoot.
blunderbuss.
You shoot a bullet. I shoot a bullet.
Blunderbuss is like a shotgun.
No.
It goes.
No, but it still
so.
only has one shot.
It's
per,
yeah.
Play.
Anyway.
not like
I'll
a
put it
double
in.
barrel shot.
You
I'll still
dodge
treat
it.
it like one, but I do one. Look at that.
Let me speak, please. He's going to dodge the 2 bullets and say, "This has been a touching reunion, but I'm afraid I can't let you go."
Wait, did he just say reunion to him?
Wait, what?
No,
What?
he's referring to all the stuff happening
Oh, okay.
behind you.
Okay, I was gonna be like, oh, you're talking to Roper. I was like,
what
Roper,
is going
who did you work for?
And-
Who did you work for?
Yeah, and as he says that, I'm just like, no, it isn't.
And this is where combat will begin after a short break after these messages.
Ba-da-